Double tap, hit the like button. Double tap, hit the like button. How's everybody doing today? Double tap, hit the like button. Come on in, everybody. Come on in, everybody. Welcome, everybody. Good afternoon, good evening. Welcome. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. How's everybody doing? I see my sister Deborah Carr first in the chat. Thank you for that. Well wishes, man. It's always good to see you. God bless you. And today, it's good to see family, man, especially on a day like today. On a topic like today's topic, man. Come on in, everybody. How's everybody doing? Happy Friday, man. Double tap hit the like button. Y'all, welcome to the live stream. Y'all made it to the live stream. You have made it to the Perfect Timing podcast. Double tap hit the like button. Welcome to YouTube. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines. Once again, everybody, welcome to YouTube. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to YouTube. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines. You are here at the Perfect Timing Podcast, and I'm so happy for you to be here. Double tap hit the like button as you guys come in. Hit the like button. Share with a like-minded person. That's what I need you to do. Share with a like-minded person. Come on in. We're going to have a good conversation today. We're going to be talking about the the kidnapping, Savannah and Nancy Guthrie kidnapping. We got, this is in Arizona. We got brand new footage, brand new video. I think there's going to be a break in the case today. Put a 1 in the chat if you think it's going to be a break in the case. With everything I've researched so far, what I've recently seen, we're praying, prayers up right now. We are praying that that she is returned home to her family. We are reporting today on an 85-year-old woman that has been kidnapped from her home. She is related to celebrity social media star Savannah. So a lot of people have heard about this story. You may have heard about it, you may not have heard about it, but we're gonna get you tied in. We're going to get you tied in, do our best to get you up to speed, and then we're going to discuss it. I want to hear from you in the comments. And then, you know, if you read my description, every day I work very hard for you guys. I work very hard. I create these thumbnails. I create this podcast. You know, I love and miss my grandparents, man. I have a great affinity for the elders, for my grandparents, and for the elder community. And so this is an 85-year-old. I know you might feel like, oh, wow, he says a lot about Joe Biden. There's one thing when we talking about our president, it's something else when we talking about our actually family members and our loved ones. So you know what I'm saying? I want to hear from you. So I want to direct you to my description, right? Number one, hit the like, share, subscribe. Thank you for being here. But in my description, a lot of you who may have heard about this story, you're going to hear details today, and you're going to want to be active, right? And my goal today is to activate the community, right? Educate, just like what we do every day, making an educated electorate, right? I honestly believe my content and the education that I give to a lot of people will energize the base to go be active and be proactive politically. That's my goal. The goal here today, I was triggered by this story because of my love for the elder community, my love for my grandmother, my loss of my grandmother. So I was triggered today. So in my description, you guys, you're going to find some phone numbers. You're going to find the FBI tip line. If you have any ideas, if you've been watching this story, it's day 13 that she's been missing. Savannah Guthrie's mom, Nancy Guthrie, was kidnapped from her home, 85-year-old woman. I'm still trying to extrapolate. You know, we have a certain tint to the channel, so there's a reason why we're doing this story. We have Kristi Noem also in Arizona, right? That's also happening right now. We got this took place in Arizona. We have the senator that's being charged with sedition. He's also in Arizona, and so we're going to, you know, Charlie Kirk, also Arizona. So Kristi Noem currently in Maricopa County for election services. We're going to investigate what's going on here and why it happened. And I want to give you guys some background. I want to hear from you in the chat. Day 13, 85-year-old Nancy Guthrie missing. Savannah Guthrie's mom kidnapped from her home. How much do you know? How much have you heard? What do you think? Why is this happening? What is the climate now in America where, you know, an individual like a grandmother, think about this, you guys. We've had a lot of talks here lately. We had a lot. This is a grandmother being taken from her home. What do you guys feel about a grandmother being taken from her home? You know, let's get some details. I don't know how much you know. I don't know what you've heard so far. So let's just get it started, man. This is gonna be one of those days. I'm gonna bring you up to speed, and we're gonna have discussions, man. I want you guys to hit the like button and share the podcast. I want to hear from you. Tell me about your experiences. Tell me about you know, how you feel if your grandparents, how would you react to this? Do you have a Ring camera? We're gonna get into all of it. Do you have, what type of protections do you have for your grandparents? Because a lot of this podcast is gonna be about, hopefully, my goal, my prayer is that a lot of us are motivated. Those of us with our grandparents in our life are motivated to be more involved in our grandparents' life. Double tap, hit the like button, motivated to make sure that our grandparents are being looked after and being protected. You know what I'm saying? Double tap, hit the like button. So that's what I'm talking about this morning. So that's the goal of the podcast. We wanna sponsor some. We wanna initiate action. You know, calls to action to protect and show love for our elderly Americans. It's all about make America great again, America first. So we can't be a great country without putting emphasis and importance on our elders that came before us and have sacrificed. We're talking about the greatest generation, World War II. We're talking about the greatest generation to come before, 85 years old. It's the salt of the earth, and it's a grandmother, and it's a woman. Her daughter's on television. So I think there's more to the story. Let's get into it. I'm going to give you as much as I can. Let's have a discussion. Double tap, hit the like button, the Perfect Time podcast. We are discussing today Nancy Guthrie updates. I'm going to get into it. We're going to lay a foundation, and then we're going to show a brand new video of why I've even doing the story today, because I think there's going to be an arrest being made in the next couple of days with the new video that came out today. Double tap, hit the like button. Let's get into it.
You walk by Nancy's house, I understand, every day walking your dogs. And
this is a neighbor. This is a neighbor, and we're getting firsthand account. We're going to get some details so we can paint a picture, and we're going to get into a timeline so we can understand what's going on. And again, look in the description for the FBI hotline and tip line if you have any tips or if you have any hotline information that can help with the returning of this woman home to her family. Look in the description for that for links and numbers to give any tips and clues.
I know you regularly saw her. You would talk to her as a neighbor might. So what is your feeling when as you describe your neighborhood? I mean, what is your feeling about what has happened here?
People feel unsettled. I would not say fearful, but obviously this is shocking. This is a very quiet, safe neighborhood. We've lived here 6 years. It's actually a wonderful, wonderful neighborhood. This was a horrible event, and we're obviously hoping for her safe return.
So when authorities came to your door, and I understand they did, you know, last night I was talking to Sheriff Nanos, and he was saying, well, we're asking, you know, everyone for any kind of Ring cameras or anything. They were going door to door. You know, what did they ask for, and what kind of help did you provide? And I guess, have they come repeatedly, or what?
You know, once again, and I have to say that the response has been amazing. Obviously, you hear the helicopter above, the drones, volunteer crews that are coming through that do search and rescue in the mountains here, who are scouring the neighborhood. They've asked us to check our back. You know, as you noted, the lots are large. They're over an acre. So checking the scrub, but also asking if we could review our Ring cameras. And unfortunately, as noted, this has been challenging.
Look, you walk by Nancy's house.
So That's one of the neighbors. Let's get a timeline. Let's get a timeline of what happened, everybody. Double tap at the like button as you come in. Double tap at the like button. We're discussing Nancy Guthrie, the 84-year-old mother of today's show host, Savannah Guthrie, was reportedly abducted from her home in Catalina Foothills, Arizona in the early hours of February 1st to 2026. Let's get a timeline. Saturday, January 31st, 2026 at 5:32 p.m. Nancy takes an Uber to her daughter Annie's home for dinner and a game night. 9:48 p.m. her son-in-law Thomaso drops her back at her residence near East Skyline Drive on North Campbell Avenue. The garage door opens. 9:50, the garage door closes after she is safely inside. This is the last time she is seen by family. So you guys were following me. What we're doing right now, we're going through a timeline of events of this issue right now so we can put together a timeline so we can find out what's going on. Please, God, bring her home. And if you guys want to help, I got some phone numbers and some links in my description. I'm always doing this in my description. I'm going to always point you to my description when I do my podcast for calls to action. So if you have any clues, look in my description for the FBI hotline. So Saturday, January 31st was at 9:50 p.m. was the last time Nancy was seen by her family. Everybody watching right now, document this. If you're taking notes, some of you already have this information, and this is our timeline now, okay? Now, Sunday, February 1st at 1:47 a.m., her front door camera is disconnected by a masked, gloved individual, right? So that's what happened. So we got footage. We got footage from that morning. Let me see what I got here. I got footage. I got all type of footage. I don't want to go too far ahead. I don't want to go too far ahead and show what I don't want to show yet. But we got footage. Okay. So this is from that morning. This is from that morning when they say 1:47 a.m. There is somebody in the front and he's blocking the camera with shrubbery. I got video of that. Let's keep going with the timeline. Her front camera is disconnected by a masked and gloved individual. Her at 1:47. Y'all watching me? Y'all with me? At 1:47. So when a lot of you seen this first video right here, we didn't know what time it was. You didn't know what time it was. This is at 1:47 when this masked individual here disconnect the camera, and this is the beautiful elderly woman in the video here, and this is her with her daughter. Double tap at the like button. So this is what at 1:47 in the morning, if you're keeping track and you're keeping time. Double tap at the like button. Part-time podcast, back with the blast, in and out with a dash. We discussing the Nancy Guthrie, brand new breaking news. We got brand new video. We got brand new video coming in right now. Brand new suspect. A suspect has been detained and released, and we got brand new footage. We got Cash Patel on the job, and right now, what we're doing right now, everybody, is we're going through a timeline of events. Right now, we're going through a timeline of events. So at 1:47 a.m., this is when this man in the mask disconnects the camera. 2:12 a.m., surveillance software detects motion, but no video is initially available due to, and this is what a lot of people are worried about who actually have these Ring cameras. A lot of the people have these Ring cameras, and what we're learning is that with the Ring camera, that sometime what they're saying is you don't always have the video is not always recorded. I don't have a Ring camera myself. Maybe I should get one. I don't know if I should release that information.
Checking for any payment.
I don't know if I should release that at this time, but I don't have a Ring camera myself. But what I was told when I'm doing my research is that if there would have been any other movement at the home after the abduction, it would have erased the footage. So we're very blessed that we actually even have the footage. We're very blessed that we actually even have the footage, right? Because from my understanding is that the footage will be gone. My understanding is that the footage will be gone if there were any other movement. So people are wondering how efficient are these Ring cameras, right? If they don't hold. And then when I did my research, it made a lot of sense, because we talked about the data centers, what it needs to power data centers, and what the technocrats are coming back and saying is, for us to hold all of that data that everybody has on their Ring camera, it would be impossible. So we have to erase the information. So I'm like, wow. A lot of people didn't know they had these Ring cameras, and they're assuming that if something happened, they would be able to go back. But there's no way to save all that information from everybody's Ring camera, everybody's cell phone. Did anybody know that? Did everybody know that? I didn't know that. So at 2:12 in the morning, surveillance software detects motion, but no video is initially available due to inactive subscription. Data from her pacemaker app shows it disconnected from her phone, suggesting she was taken from the home at this time. 11:56 a.m. We're reading a timeline. You guys watching the video, I'm reading a timeline. The family members check on her after she fails to attend a virtual church service. So how many hours went by? 9:50 p.m. is the last time they saw her. So the next day, she doesn't show up for church at noon. So about, 14, 16 hours go by. I guess nobody called. They assume she's okay and she'll be at church. When she doesn't show up for church, the family calls 911. At 12 p.m., the family calls 911. At 12:15 p.m., Pima County Sheriff's Department deputies arrive on the scene. 6:46 p.m., authorities officially announce her disappearance via social media. So just bring you guys up to speed. What actually we talking about, man? Very sad. Very sad. We're going to pray this woman back home. We talking about this morning the kidnapping and missing of Nancy Guthrie, Savannah Guthrie's daughter. Let's get into this video and let's see some of the footage that I'm discussing here on the timeline. Y'all let me know in the chat what you know so far. Let me know in the chat. Do you think she's going to make it home safely? Put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if she makes it home safe. Double tap, hit the like button, everybody. Perch on Podcast, back with the blast.
Checking for any payments. What are you seeing?
So about 12 minutes ago, we saw activity in that account.
Activity like what?
That's what I can't talk about. There are reasons I can't, but all I can say is there is now activity in that Bitcoin account.
Okay, now let me just ask one more question and you'll share with me what you can. But when you say activity, is that you can see money is going into the account, or are you able to tell whether it's money going in or going out?
Well, it would only show, as I understand this, money going in. And the only thing you would see is money. And Aaron, that's all I can say.
Okay, all right. So obviously that's crucial information. So you're saying about 12 minutes ago, so you actually saw money go into that Bitcoin account. And just to be clear, this is the Bitcoin account in the first letter where the individual had said, you're not going to hear from me again. And this is where to wire what the second letter made clear after last night would have been $6 million.
Yeah, yesterday I said to you that I didn't know whether that second letter may have contained a different Bitcoin address. I don't think it did now, because I can tell you that the link we have from the first letter is what we've been checking. And again, all I can say is, as of a few minutes ago, for the first time, we saw.
So what we learning here? Let me give y'all a little background. Let me get it back. We might have to go. We might have to go back to our timeline, right? We might have to go back to our timeline so I can bring you guys up to speed. So if you're just tuning in right now, we're talking about Nancy Guthrie kidnapping and abduction. Double tap hit the like button. 85-year-old Nancy Guthrie was kidnapped and abducted from her home. She is the mother of Today Show host Savannah Guthrie, and she was abducted on February 1st. I just played video from Harley Levine of TMZ. So what you need to understand is that there was a ransom note, and the ransom note requested some money. Now, after the initial ransom note that was released by the FBI, what we got is we got Harvey Levine of TMZ now telling us that he had another ransom note that came in today in their brand new video. So what we're looking at now, brand new video. So another ransom note came in today, and the second ransom note said, if you give me one Bitcoin, now listen to this. The first ransom, they wanted millions of dollars, right? The first ransom note, they wanted millions of dollars. Now, the second ransom note, is now saying, I can tell you who the kidnapper is if you give me one Bitcoin. One Bitcoin is now about 50 grand. And Harvey Levine just reported to CNN that they have been monitoring that Bitcoin account, because this is the thing why I'm watching this story. When the initial request for compensation, it also was sent to TMZ. And so this person also was sent to the media. So it was sent to Savannah. Savannah, we have your mother. We need $6 million. But it was also sent to TMZ and other media outlets. Now, this individual, I don't know if it's a snitch. I don't know if he's an acquaintance or an associate, but they're saying that I know where she is. And if you give me one Bitcoin, I'll tell you. So what we have here, are you guys with me so far? So far, we have an abducted grandmother for 13 days and 2 ransom notes. One ransom note asking for $6 million, a second ransom note saying, I can tell you where she is for one Bitcoin. So what we're looking at right here is, this is the night at 1:47 when she was abducted. This is the video that was released. At first, this video was not available. FBI Cash Patel, shout out to Cash Patel. Shout out to Cash Patel. FBI Cash Patel is the one who got us this video, right? It wasn't available because I guess they hadn't paid the subscription. I'm not actually sure. But what I do know is that we can thank the FBI, the DOJ. Trump is on top of this, and Cash Patel worked very quickly in subpoena and worked with the Ring company to get this video off the hard drive. This video was not readily available. We would not have this video without the quick and fast work of Cash Patel and the FBI. Double tap, hit the like button, like, share, subscribe. Welcome, 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 everybody. Happy Friday. Prayers and blessing go out to the Guthrie family. We are doing a timeline update. Day 13, Nancy Guthrie is still missing. Hi to everybody watching. Double tap, hit the like button, man. Like, share, subscribe. Happy Friday, Perfect Time Podcast. I am showing you video right now of the Ring camera from outside of the home of when she was abducted. 1:47 a.m. You're watching the video right now. The criminal or assailant realizes that there's a Nest camera videotaping him. You know, there's probably a red light that indicates you're being recorded. Hopefully, it should have scared him off so he would leave. He doesn't leave, though. What he is doing right now, he's getting some shrubbery to block the camera. And that's the end of the video. That's what we have so far. But then we have new video. Right? We got new video. We're not going to get into the new video yet. We're going to get back to this timeline. We got some new video that came out today. February 2nd, investigators declare the case as a kidnapping after finding blood on the porch. Savannah Guthrie posts a plea for prayers. Can y'all believe this? I cannot believe this. So they found blood on the porch. Absolutely. 85-year-old mother and grandmother kidnapped. This is Savannah right here. And they found blood on the porch. That's how they confirming this. I'm going to play a video from the daughter just to bring everything home, because now you may recognize her from the Today Show. You may recognize her from the Today Show. Double tap, hit the like button. Double tap, hit the like button. Everybody, come on in. This is a serious topic, man. We protecting the elders today. Double tap, hit the like button. Come on in. So, February 2nd, investigators declared a case of kidnapping after finding blood on the porch. Savannah Guthrie posts a plea for prayers. Let's get into that video right now. February 2nd, investigators declared the case of kidnapping after finding blood on the porch, and Savannah Guthrie, Today Show host, posts a plea for prayers. Let's get into it. Double tap, hit the like button, Part Time Podcast.
There, everybody. I wanted to come on and just share a few thoughts as we enter into another week of this nightmare. I just want to say, first of all, thank you so much for all of the prayers and the love that we have felt, my sister and brother and I, and that our mom has felt. Because we believe that somehow, some way, she is feeling these prayers and that God is lifting her even in this moment and in this darkest place. We believe our mom is still out there. We need your help. Law enforcement is working tirelessly around the clock, trying to bring her home, trying to find her. She was taken and we don't know where. And we need your help. So I'm coming on just to ask you, not just for your prayers, but no matter where you are, even if you're far from Tucson, if you see anything, you hear anything, if there's anything at all that seems strange to you, that you report to law enforcement. We are at an hour of desperation, and we need your help. Hi there.
Double tap, hit the like button, everybody. Just in case you didn't, just now, if you're coming in brand new, this is Savannah Guthrie laying out a call for help to everybody. And if you want to participate and help her look for her mom, look in my description. I got links in my description for the FBI hotline, and I got links in my description so that you can call in any tips that you may have so we can hurry up and help this family. Double tap, hit the like button. Double tap, hit the like button. Let's get back into the timeline. So right now, this video came out February 2nd. We're in the timeline. I'm giving you guys a foundation. You know, we do a lot of Trump news on this channel. So I need to give you a foundation because it's the first time I'm talking about it. So we're going through the timeline. She was abducted February 1st. Who are we talking about, everybody? Put it in the chat. Say her name. Nancy Guthrie, mother of Savannah Guthrie, celebrity host of the Today Show, was kidnapped from her home. 85-year-old mother and grandmother in Tucson, Arizona. This is absolutely horrible. It's unacceptable. We're getting into it right now. We're discussing there has been a ransom note. And then there has been someone who said that they can snitch on the people who did the kidnapping for one Bitcoin. Let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. Double tap hit the like button. FBI investigators declared it a kidnapping February 2nd. February 3rd, several media outlets report receiving ransom letters demanding a Bitcoin. February 5th, the FBI joins the case offering a reward. Authorities released the detailed timeline for the first time. February 10th, the FBI releases recovered surveillance footage showing an armed masked man wearing a 25-liter Ozark Trail Hiker Pack. February 11th, a person of interest is detained in Rio Rico, but released shortly after questioning. So they detained somebody, but released them shortly after questioning. Who did they detain? Let's see. I think I got some video of the person they detained. He spoke on what took place. We got the full timeline here. Where's that young man the young man who got detained and released so far? We have somebody being detained and released. detained and released so far. Video of a new suspect detained. They got a guy that they looked at from a week ago. A guy that we looked at from a week ago. Let's get into some background, everybody. How's everybody doing out there? Pay attention, tap in, everybody. Double tap, hit the like button. Purpose of my podcast, back with the blast.
Is in contact with the Guthrie family now describe a growing feeling of intense frustration with the pace of the investigation and the limited amount of information coming from investigators. Savannah Guthrie now posting old home videos of her mom saying, "We will never give up on her." Neighbors also desperate for answers.
She was the kindest, the warmest, the most giving person I've ever met, and has passed on to her daughter Savannah as well, because that's how Savannah is.
A white tent was visible yesterday outside the 84-year-old's front door. Investigators later leaving the scene with a large case marked video forensics. They've now released a physical profile of the armed, masked man seen on this doorbell video outside the home, using the height of the archway and size of the floor tiles for reference. They estimate he's about 5'9" to 5'10" in height with an average build, and they believe he was carrying a black 25-liter.
This is important for anybody in Arizona watching right now who can help us out. I got the hotline, the tip line in my description. So this was in Tucson, Arizona. Now we there. The FBI is releasing this information so that they can get tips to locate this mom and bring her back home. The suspect is a male, 5'9", 5'10", average build. He was wearing an Ozark Trail Hiker backpack. Double tap at the like button. Make sure you got these details down. Look in my description if you have any clues you want to give. If you need the phone number and links to drop those clues, look in the description.
Ozark Trail Hiker Pack backpack. Investigators are also analyzing 2 black gloves found on the side of a road not far from Nancy's home. The New York Post was there when one glove was recovered.
We don't know if the gloves are actually evidence or not, but those are going to be tested. They're going to be looked at compared to the video to see if they are the same gloves. And then will DNA or fingerprint analysis give us anything from those gloves?
Police now indicating there was a suspicious vehicle on Nancy's street between 9:30 and 11 a.m. on January 31st, the day before she was reported missing. They're now seeking video from the last month, specifically from January 1st to February 2nd, asking neighbors to look for anything they deem out of the ordinary or important to our investigation.
Out of the ordinary means cars that you don't recognize. Are there license plates that they can see? If you can't see the license plate, can you see what the car is? Is it a gray pickup? Is it a white Toyota? Can you make out any particular type of bumper sticker? That's what they're going to be looking for in all of those videos.
The FBI has now doubled the reward in this case to $100,000 as it continues to filter through thousands of tips from the public.
$100,000 reward, you guys. And again, I got the tip line.
This is a global operation. Get your surveillance team in place. LAPD is.
I got the tip line in my description, and I want you guys to do as much as you can. We're gonna help bring this woman home. Double tap, hit the like button. Double tap, hit the like button, everybody, right now. We're going in on the Nancy Guthrie case right now, giving you guys all the updates that we got right now. Got the timeline. Abducted on the first, and then we got blood. We got blood being found at the home in the morning. Tell me what you guys think. We got the guy. We got a brand new suspect arrested. Double tap at the like button. Let's go into the suspect that was picked up and let go. Let me know in the chat. Do you think they're doing this case the right way? Suspect arrested and then let go in the Nancy Guthrie case. Suspect arrested and then let go. Double tap, hit the like button, everybody. Let's get into it right now. Purpose of my podcast, share. Don't forget to check the description. If you want to be calls to action right now. Double tap, hit the like button. We sharing the screen. there was an arrest made so far, but like I am reporting, the person was also released. I guess it was a delivery driver. Let's see if we can get some details on what took place with this. This is Carlos. We're talking about the abduction of Nancy Guthrie, and we just laying the foundation in the timeline, let you know where we at so far. She's still missing, everybody. Day 13.
Nothing to do with it, right?
Carlos, what do you want people? Your name's everywhere. Yeah.
I'm innocent. That's all I can say. I didn't have nothing to do with this.
Were you shocked when?
Yeah, I was.
Tell me.
Come on, like, what do you expect me to do? ¿Cómo quieres que reaccione cuando algo pasa así? Pero yo no sé qué está pasando. Me agarraron como si fuera un criminal. Me secuestraron. They held me against my will. They didn't even read me my rights until 2 hours later. Okay. You know, mira, my wrist is all swollen.
From
the handcuffs. Like,
and did you have any idea
no,
that this was about? Do you know who Nancy Guthrie is?
That's the problem. No, I don't know anything.
You were like, where is this coming from?
How did they come up on you?
I don't know.
Like, what were you just driving?
Is he believable, ladies and gentlemen? Put a 1 in the chat. Do you believe Carlos? Why did FBI arrest Carlos? Put a 1 in the chat. Do you believe Carlos? This was the first suspect that was arrested. We don't know who he is, where he lives. All we know is that he was arrested and let go. He is now doing a report to the local media. I want to know from the audience, do you believe he is innocent? Put a 1 in the chat, put a 2 in the chat. Do you think he's guilty? Right now, this is a suspect being arrested and released in the Nancy Guthrie kidnapping. Let me know if you think he's believable in the chat. Purpose of my podcast, back with the blast. Let's go, baby.
Innocent. That's all I can say. I didn't have nothing to do with this.
Were you shocked when?
Yeah, I was.
Tell me.
Come on, like, what do you expect me to do? ¿Cómo quieres que reaccione cuando algo pasa así? Pero yo no sé qué está pasando. Me agarraron como si fuera un criminal. Me secuestraron. They held me against my will. They didn't even read me my rights until 2 hours later. Okay. You know, mira, my wrist is all swollen.
From the
handcuffs. Like,
and did you have any idea
no,
that this was about? Do you know who Nancy Guthrie is?
That's the problem. No, I don't know anything.
You were like, where is this coming from?
How did they come up on you?
I don't know.
Like, what were you just driving around?
Yeah, working.
Yeah, they said you're delivering DoorDash.
GLS.
Oh,
how'd they pull up on you? Like,
nah, I pulled up on them. They were following me. Yeah, they were following me. Marana. This is Santa Cruz County, and Marana was down here. It's like, come on, 2 and 2.
and so then when they came up on you, what did they say? Like, what did they say?
Nothing. Literally nothing. They just told me stop moving. Like, what's your name? Carlos. That's it. They put me in the cop car. I gotta wait like 2 hours. I waited like 2 hours until the detectives came here and everything.
Oh my God.
Well, when they finally told you this had to do with some kidnapping, like what were you thinking?
What the am I doing here? I didn't do anything. To be honest, like, I'm innocent.
And you don't even know who the lady is. Do you know who Savannah Guthrie is?
No.
Nothing.
I don't follow the news.
Right.
I don't watch.
You don't watch the.
What kind of questions were they asking you?
Nothing. They didn't ask me no questions.
So
nothing. They just sent me in the car. They investigated my car and this man, and that's it. They didn't ask me no questions. No nothing.
Did you get the other?
I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Now, everybody, a lot of people put 1 in the chat. Now, how do you feel knowing that he said he pulled them over? And right now, he seemed to be acting a little nervous. I'm not saying he got something to do with it, but it's a small community. That's number one. I went to school in Arizona, right? I played the video earlier. Some of these lots are 1 acre lots, right? So they got big country blocks in the middle of the desert. Everybody knows everybody. So it seems like to me he knows something. He seemed like he a little nervous, man. You already been released. Let me see. Tell me in the chat. Does he seem a little nervous? You guys, listen to this.
What are you thinking?
What the am I doing here? I didn't do anything. To be honest, like, I'm innocent.
And you don't even know who the lady is. Do you know who Savannah Guthrie is?
No.
Nothing.
I don't follow the news.
Right.
I don't watch.
You don't watch the.
You don't follow the news. You don't follow the news. Why do we find that funny on the MAGA channel, everybody? Why do we find that funny on the MAGA conservative Republican channel, everybody? He just speaking Spanish and English. We got ICE deportated 600,000. Did I tell y'all the real numbers? In 2025, 2 million people were deported. 600,000 deported by ICE, but there were over 1.2 million who self-deported. Remember I told you Trump would give you $3,000 per person and a flight back to your origin. I said if that's a family of 4, that's damn near $20,000 and a first-class flight back home. So 2 million people left in 2025, but Carlos, talking Spanish on news is telling me he don't follow. This is kind of suspicious, bro. This is suspicious, eh? This is suspicious, eh? He don't follow the news. I could believe that if it was 2024 and Kamala Harris and Sleepy Joe Biden was on TV. But ICE is everywhere. ICE is everywhere. Protests. People have been murdered by ICE. A Latino was shot in the leg in Minnesota by ICE. You gonna tell me you're not following fucking ICE on the...
Where is this coming from?
How did they come up on you?
I don't know.
Like, what, were you just driving around?
Yeah, working.
Yeah, they said you're delivering DoorDash? Oh,
How'd they pull up on you? Like,
nah, I pulled up on them.
Yeah.
So that's the first red flag. Everybody listening, that's the first red flag. He didn't get pulled over. He didn't get pulled over. He pulled over them. That sounds nervous, man. That's not something that somebody innocent. If I'm working, I don't want to get less stars on DoorDash because that means I won't get good. You know, I want to be a star dasher, right? So I want to deliver my food on time. And I want to deliver my food hot. He's saying he pulled them over. They didn't pull him over. That's the first suspicious thing.
Following me. Yeah, they were following me. Marana. This is Santa Cruz County, and Marana was down here. It's like, come on, 2 and 2.
and so then when they came up on you, what did they say? Like, what did they say?
Nothing. Literally nothing. They just told me stop moving. Like, what's your name? Carlos. That's it. They put me in the cop car.
So how does he know Miranda's down here? See, it takes somebody like me to pay attention. It takes somebody like me to pay attention. How does he know Miranda is down here? So he is paying attention to the news. He is following where ICE is. The ICE news that he's been watching is what prompted him to pull them over so he could prove to them he was a citizen. So you have been following the news, Carlos. You have been following the news, Carlos. I just busted you. Got him.
I gotta wait like 2 hours. I waited like 2 hours until the detectives came here and everything.
oh my God.
Well, when they finally told you this had to do with some kidnapping, like what were you thinking?
What the am I doing here? I didn't do anything, to be honest.
You were there because you interjected yourself, because you wanted to clear your name, because you know you got something to do with it, allegedly. That's what I'm saying. Why am I here? Do y'all understand how much double talk this is? Why are you here? You pulled them over. You pulled them over.
It's like, I'm innocent.
And you don't even know who the lady is. Do you know who Savannah Guthrie
No,
is?
no.
No,
I don't
she-
follow the news.
Right.
I don't follow the news, but he knew enough about ICE and ICE raids that he pulled them over and he thought they were ICE. So he just lied several times in this interview. Perfect on my podcast with the Black. Got him. I'm the first one to catch this guy in his lie. I'm not saying he had anything to do with it, but he is lying through his teeth, through this entire interview. Why is he lying? What is he hiding?
I don't watch.
You don't watch the Today Show?
No.
I don't watch the news. You don't watch the news. 600,000 Tom Holman deported by ICE. He said Miranda's down here. I pulled them over. Why? Because Miranda's down here. Y'all heard it, right?
So this was a complete shock.
It was.
What kind
was
of questions were they asking you?
Nothing. They didn't ask me no questions.
So they just said,
Nothing. They
so they
just sent me
took
in the car. They investigated my car and this man, and that's it. They didn't ask me no questions, no nothing.
Did you get the other car back, or they still have it?
No, it's right there.
Oh, they gave it back to you. So
Yeah, it's like.
and they said you can go home.
Yeah.
And how did they treat like the people you were with, your girl, your child?
Oh, I don't want to speak
Yeah,
about
no,
that.
understood.
You know what I mean?
How's your family? They
Well, they're all
scared
in
everybody. I was gonna say they scared everybody, huh?
Yeah, they're all-
Nobody scare anybody. That's why we doing the story, because it's a MAGA conservative channel. Nobody scare anybody. You pulled them over. You pulled them over. No one scare anybody. Y'all see the propaganda. I just want you guys to pay attention. I want you guys to pay attention to things they don't want you to pay attention to. No one pulled them over. No one scared anybody. Why would his family be scared? How can you claim fear when you stopped the police? The police didn't pull you over. They don't know who you are. Why would anybody be afraid when you stopped the police? Because Miranda has been down there. ICE has been enforcing deportation orders, keeping our border safe. Double tap hit the like button. And now your family was scared? How can someone be scared when you initiated? He said, number one, I don't know why I'm here. Yes, you do. You initiated the stop. Number two, my family is scared. Why the fuck are they scared when you told them to, the whole reason, any criminals in the chat, I'm not a criminal. I used to be a piece of shit though. So it sounds like to me, he wanted to get on record, exonerated in the car. So he purposely caused this whole interaction so he can get documented that I'm not a suspect. How many of you guys want to bet $9 out of 10 that he knows or he's familiar with the people who did this? Because I'm gonna tell you right now, I believe that the people who did this are local. And that's how I think we're gonna find out that they are local.
Wow.
Did they damage the house?
Yeah. What did they do to the house?
They broke the doors. What else, man? The garage door in the back.
So what are you gonna do now?
So wait a minute, you guys. What happened, you guys? Wait a minute, you guys. I can't for you guys think so. Wait a minute. He said he pulled them over. Now he's saying that they broke down the door in the garage. He didn't ask any. There's a lot not being told here, man. There's a lot not. I thought you said they were following you around. Let's go back. Let's go back, cause y'all catching it? Is everybody out there double tapping the like button? Y'all catching it too? Y'all catching it? Come on, man. He said they were following him around. He pulled them over because Miranda, he said he doesn't watch the news, but he watched enough news to know that Miranda was down there and to pull them over. And then he says his family was scared. And then he doesn't tell us about them raiding the home. Why would they raid the home?
Innocent. That's all I can say. I didn't have nothing to do with this.
Were you shocked when?
Yeah, I was.
Tell me.
Come on, like, what do you expect me to do? ¿Cómo quieres que reaccione cuando algo pasa así? Pero yo no sé qué está pasando. Me agarraron como si yo fuera un criminal. Me secuestraron. They held me against my will. They didn't even read me my rights until 2 hours later.
So he said they kidnapped me. Everybody following, they kidnapped me. Okay, keep listening.
Okay. You know, mira, my wrist is all swollen.
From
the handcuffs. Like,
and did you have any idea
No,
that this was about? Do you know who Nancy Guthrie
No.
is?
That's the problem. No, I don't know anything.
Where you were like, where is this coming from?
How did they come up on you?
I don't know.
Like, what, were you just driving around?
Yeah, working.
Yeah, they said you're delivering DoorDash?
GLS.
Oh,
How'd they pull up on you? Like,
Nah, I pulled up on them.
Yeah.
Now, wait a minute. Is everybody listening the way I'm listening? I know sometimes it go kind of fast, right? I know sometimes I go kind of fast. A lot of people say, slow down, Perfect, slow down. He just said, I pulled up on him. But if you go back to when he was speaking Spanish, he said, they kidnapped me.
Me agarraron como si yo fuera un criminal. Me secuestraron. They held me against.
Did you see that? Did you see that? Let's see it again, y'all.
¿Qué está pasando? Me agarraron como si yo fuera un criminal. Me secuestraron.
They kidnapped me. Everybody see that? Everybody see that at home? They held me against my will and they kidnapped me. But then when we continue to listen closely,
They held me against my will. They didn't even read me my rights until 2 hours later. Okay. You know, mira, my wrist is all swollen.
From
the
handcuffs?
handcuffs. Like,
and did you have any idea that this was
No.
about? Do you know who Nancy Guthrie
No.
is?
That's the problem. No, I don't know anything.
Where you were like, where is this coming from?
how did they come up on you?
I don't know.
Like, what, were you just driving around?
you don't know.
Yeah, working.
Yeah, they said you're delivering DoorDash?
GLS.
Oh,
How'd they pull up on you? Like,
Nah, I pulled up on them.
Yeah.
They were following me. Yeah,
Wait,
they were following me. Miranda is Santa Cruz.
Are you guys as confused as me? He just said they kidnapped him, but he said, well, how did they come up on you? Because he's expecting to hear a story about masked men jumping out of a car and kidnapping you because you just told us that they kidnapped you. But instead, he tells us that he pulled them over. and the reporter is kind of confused. You at home should be confused also.
Is this Santa Cruz County and Miranda was down here?
For delivering DoorDash?
GLS.
Oh,
How'd they pull up on you? Like,
Nah, I pulled up on them. They were following me.
What? I thought they kidnapped you, brother.
oh,
how'd they pull up on you? Like,
Nah, I pulled up on them. They were following me. Yeah, they were following me. Miranda. Is this Santa Cruz County and Miranda was down here? It's like, come on, 2 and 2.
So come on, 2 and 2. That's what we doing today, you guys. That's all I'm doing is 2 and 2. That's all I'm doing is adding up the math. He said 2 and 2. That's what I'm doing, brother. 2. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm doing, brother. Focusing on 2 and 2, brother. We doing the math, brother. Was you kidnapped or did you pull them over? And then you still ain't explained to us. Now listen, he said he was kidnapped. Then he said he pulled them over because Miranda's in Santa Cruz County. Now, if you listen, he will also say that his house was raided, but he doesn't tell us how, when, and why it went from him starting an interaction with federal officers to then his home being raided. Listen, double tap at the like, but no one else breaking this down.
and so then when they came up on you, what did they say? Like, what did they say?
Nothing. Literally nothing. They just told me stop moving. Like, what's your name? Carlos. That's it. They put me in the cop car. I gotta wait like 2 hours. I waited like 2 hours until the detectives came here and everything.
oh my God. Well,
When they finally told you this had to do with some kidnapping, like, what were you thinking?
What the am I doing here? I didn't do anything. To be honest, like, I'm innocent.
and you don't even know who the lady is. Do you know who Savannah Guthrie
No,
is?
no.
Nothing.
I don't follow the news.
Right.
I don't watch.
You don't watch the Today Show.
No,
So this was a complete shock.
it was
What kind
was
of questions were they asking you?
nothing. They didn't ask me no questions.
So they just said,
Nothing. They
so they
just sat me
took
in the car. They investigated my car and this man, and that's it. They didn't ask me no questions. No nothing.
Did you get the other car back, or they still have it?
No, it's right there.
Oh, they gave it back to
Yeah.
you. So
Yeah, it's like
and they said you can go home.
yeah.
And how did they treat like the people you were with, your girl, your child?
Oh, I don't want to speak
Yeah,
about
no,
that.
understood.
You know what I mean?
How's your family? They
Well, they're all
scared
in
everybody. I was gonna say they scared everybody, huh?
Yeah, they're all in shock right now.
Wow.
Did they damage the house? Yeah.
What did they do to the
They
house?
broke the doors. What else, man? The garage door in the back. Yeah.
So what are you gonna do now?
I'll try to clear my name. I didn't do anything.
Well, this is one of them.
And I mean, I hope they get the suspect. Because I'm not it. They better do their job and find the suspect that did it so they can clear my name. I'm done. Look at what I'm putting my family through.
You're on
Not just
national
them.
news now.
Not just them. Even my parents in Tucson. Yeah.
Wait a minute, you guys. Wait a minute. W-chat. He just told all this out. Wait a minute. This is my W-chat. His mama live in Tucson. W-chat. I got the best chat on YouTube. W-chat. I can't make this shit up. Even my mama in Tucson. Oh my God.
Mother-in-law was worried about you. She was saying it doesn't look anything like him.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm telling you guys.
Why do you think they came here? Why did you think they came to you?
If I would have known that answer, I would have given it to you, but I don't.
So you have no idea what led them
No,
to
I
you.
don't.
Nothing. They didn't
Nothing.
give. They didn't say
You guys, he let them.
a car made.
Wait, you have no idea. Who led them to him? He led them. He did. He led them. Oh my God.
Yeah.
And your mother-in-law was worried about you. She was saying it doesn't look anything like him.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm telling you guys.
Why do you think they came here? Why did you think they came to you?
If I would have known that answer, I would have given it to you, but I don't.
So you have no idea what led them
No,
to
I
you.
don't.
Nothing. They didn't
Nothing.
give. They didn't say car make, a license, nothing.
Nada.
He pulled them over. There. No, they were not looking for him. Come on, y'all. Y'all hear this shit? You can't make this shit up, man. You can't make. Do you see this? Thank you, my chat. I got the best chat in the game. I got the best chat in the game. I mean, what can we say, chat? What can we say, chat? What can we say? The guy, he just said his mom lived in Tucson. Can't make it up. Can't make it up. But so we got more video. And y'all tell me, remember what I said? This is what I said. We got more video. This is what I said. Chat, W chat. Y'all listening? Now look at this guy. Now, we already know the people, they be faking to drive DoorDash, and they be driving, even if they don't have a DoorDash order, what do, you guys? They be stealing in these neighborhoods. So they claim to be DoorDash drivers, but they really be looking for packages, right? Oh, I'm delivering. So when the police pull them over, because they don't live in the area, oh, I'm delivering DoorDash. No, you're not. You're looking for packages to steal, right? So check this out. A week before the kidnapping, and this is why I say, we're going to get into it. Y'all know I'm going to put my analytical brain into effect. Y'all know I'm going to use my analytical brain. So a week before the kidnapping, this brand new video come out. He didn't watch the Today Show because I don't watch the Today Show. I didn't say he watched the Today Show. I said he watched the news. He said, I don't watch the news. Huh? He said, I didn't watch the news. So what I said earlier in the chat, this before we found out about his mom in Tucson, my chat is on top of it. What I said earlier is he sounds suspicious. Why did he pull him over? I believe he knows something. I believe he wanted to get himself out of it because he knows something. That's what I said. And then we got this video. A week before the kidnapping, this video surfaces of somebody canvassing houses at the same neighborhood, and lo and behold, it's a Hispanic homie, and it looks just like him. But I'm not saying it's him. I'm saying this is probably his cousin or his friend, or it's a very small world in Tucson, Arizona. Somebody already said Mexico is close. I'm saying if Latino was involved in that guy, Carlos, I'm saying Carlos probably knows who this is. Allegedly, this is my suspicion that Carlos knows who this is. Now look at this video. This is a video from the week before. Allegedly caught on video, suspicious suspect near Nancy Guthrie's home. Does he match the sketch? It's not about whether or not he matches the sketch. My question is, do you believe this guy could possibly be related to this guy or know this guy? This is what why don't the FBI, this is just logical stuff, man. They need to hire YouTubers. They need to hire YouTubers. It's not about whether or not it's about whether or not this Latino right here knows this Latino right here, and the plausibility and the likelihood that they know each other if they both deliver food and they both frequent this neighborhood. Do you guys understand what I'm alleging? Both of these Latino men deliver food and frequent this neighborhood. It would behoove me to say that they know each other or of each other. That is why I said, bro, look real suspicious. And he's lied several times in this interview. Yeah, you watched the news because you knew about ICE operations in that neighborhood. They did not kidnap you, brother, because you pulled them over because you was nervous because you know what happened. And ICE is not currently operating in your country right now. You were nervous, brother. You watched the news. You know what happened. You know who did it. I am alleging that brother knows this brother right here.
Allegedly, cops are investigating new video of a suspicious man near Nancy Guthrie's home 1 week before her abduction, according to TMZ. Some people online are saying he allegedly matches the sketch.
It's not about the sketch, though. It's not about the sketch. It's about whether or not this person knows this person. And I'm going to tell you, bro, it's a small world. It's a small world after all. And that's what the good FBI investigators know. It is a small world after all. That's what it comes down to, brothers and sisters. And he just said, my mama lived in Tucson. It is very plausible that they know each other. It is extremely plausible that they know each other. Again, more video of the suspicious guy. Remember what I said? They both, this guy who was a suspicious guy and the guy that they arrested. Now remember, this guy and this guy right here, this guy was arrested. The other guy I'm going to show you in the black and white ring camera video hasn't been arrested. This guy has been arrested and released. In his video, he's lying about why he was arrested and why he was released. This guy, we don't know where he is. We don't know who he is. But I want to tell you is that they both deliver food in the area where Nancy was kidnapped. But I also want to tell you, for people who live in these nice areas, what do police know? That these guys pretend to drive DoorDash and actually are stealing, or they're doing DoorDash and also canvassing neighborhoods looking for items to steal. Now, why would it be important that he would get on the record that, no, I don't watch the Today Show? How stupid are we? Because obviously they asked for $6 million. They know who Nancy is. Are you guys listening? That's why I'm doing this, to bring everybody up to speed. The people are familiar with the neighborhood. The FBI already knows that. And the people, because they knew that they could get away and do this without anybody catching them at that time of night. They're familiar with this woman. They're familiar with the neighborhood. They're familiar with her habits. They knew she was related to a celebrity that was worth money, which is why they did the ransom. And this dude knew this dude. Here's a video from a week before of somebody doing something similar as we caught on the video when Nancy was abducted. This dude do not live here. Saying, don't it look like the same way? Look, he don't want his face to be seen, trying to cover up the camera. This is the same. Don't this look like the same type of don't this look like the same type of deal that we see? Don't this look like the same type of deal that we see here? Don't it look the same? Could these be
That's what I can't.
Think about what we know about criminals, right? Don't criminals do the same things? They move in groups. They move in whenever you heard about bipping in the Bay Area, it wasn't one person breaking into cars. It was groups of people, and then it became a trendy thing to do. This looks like a group of individuals. And I believe, straight up, I believe the police know, because when you have these nice areas, the police know that the people rob these homes, right? I believe this is part of a known group of individuals who frequent this area, and they knew this was an 85-year-old woman. They probably have been stealing packages from this woman for some time now. Think about what I'm putting forth. They already knew they could get away with this. Why? Because they already been stealing packages from this woman. They knew that nobody was checking on her. That's why I'm doing this show today, because I want people to go check on their elders, check on your grandparents, check on your mama, let them know you love them. Make it a routine. Make it a habit that you check on your grandparents and your elders. You call them, you visit them, you make sure they're doing okay. You know the people who frequent their neighborhood. You know the people who deliver things and items and cars in their neighborhood. That's the only way we keep them safe, if they're not going to be living with you. A lot of people believe your elderly, somebody 85 years old like this, should have been living with Savannah. How many? Put a one in the chat. If you think Nancy should have been living with Savannah, put a one in the chat. She 85 years old. Savannah worth $40 million. When we look it up, Because you might say, well, why would they ask her for $6 million? Savannah's worth $40 million. Should her mother been living at home with her? Because it's possible with $40 million, she can have her own house on your property. She only lived like 5 minutes. I don't know. But what I'm alleging this morning is that this guy somehow is connected to this guy. This guy right here. So we got a guy, this guy right here was arrested and let go. Listen to Carlos. Everybody at home watching right now, listen to Carlos. He was arrested and let go, but then listen to the details of his arrest.
With it, right?
Carlos, what do you want people? Your name's everywhere. Yeah.
I'm innocent. That's all I can say. I didn't have nothing to do with this.
Were you shocked when?
Yeah, I was.
Tell me.
Come on, like, what do you expect me to? ¿Cómo quieres que reaccione cuando algo pasa así? Pero yo no sé qué está pasando. Me agarraron como si fuera un criminal, me secuestraron. They held me against my will. They didn't even read me my rights until 2 hours later. Okay? You know, mira, my wrist is all swollen.
From
the handcuffs. Like,
and did you have any idea
no,
that this was about? Do you know who Nancy Guthrie is?
That's the problem. No, I don't know anything.
You were like, where is this coming from?
How did they come up on you?
I don't know.
Like, what, were you just driving around?
Yeah, working.
Yeah, they said you're delivering DoorDash?
GLS.
Oh,
how'd they pull up on you? Like,
nah, I pulled up on them.
Yeah.
He hear that? He said, I pulled up on them because they listen.
Following me. Yeah, they were following me. Marana, this is Santa Cruz County, and Marana was down here. It's like,
so he said, ICE has been around. They were following me. I thought it was ICE, so I pulled over and I asked them, why are you following me? But remember, he said they kidnapped me.
¿Qué está pasando? Me agarraron como si fuera un criminal, me secuestraron. They held me against.
They kidnapped me. They held me against my will. They look it. He said they kidnapped me.
Me secuestraron.
They kidnapped me and held me against my will. So that's what prompted the reporter to ask, oh, he just said they kidnapped him. ICE is out here kidnapping Mexicans, everybody. They kidnapped me and held me against my will. So the reporter says, oh, how did they come up on you? How did they come up on you?
I don't know.
Like, what, were you just driving around?
Yeah, working.
Yeah, they said you're delivering DoorDash?
GLS.
Oh,
how'd they pull up on you? Like,
nah, I pulled up on them. Yeah. They were following me.
No, I pulled up on them.
Yeah, they were following me. Marana, this is Santa Cruz County, and Marana was down here. It's like, come on, 2 and 2.
So he says 2 and 2. He wants us to do the math. He said, it had to be ICE. So I pulled over and I wanted to let them know I'm an American citizen. Put 2 and 2 together, do the math. Miranda was down here. I figured ICE was following me, so I pulled them over.
and so then when they came up on you, what did they say? Like, what did they say?
Nothing. Literally nothing. They just told me, stop moving. Like, what's your name? Carlos. That's it. They put me in the cop car. I gotta wait like 2 hours. I waited like 2 hours until the detectives came here and everything.
Oh my God. Well,
when they finally told you this had to do with some kidnapping, like what were you thinking?
What the am I doing here? I didn't do anything. To be honest, I'm innocent.
And you don't even know who the lady is. Do you know who Savannah Guthrie is?
No.
Nothing.
I don't follow the news.
Right.
I don't watch.
You don't watch the Today Show.
So he says, I don't watch the news. I don't follow the news. But what we said earlier is we busted him out in a lie right there because he said Miranda is here. So he does watch the news. He has been following ICE. Anyone with any brain knows that everybody that's Latino in America right now is watching the news, watching Trump, and watching ICE operations. That's how he knows Miranda is operating and where ICE is, because he's watching the fucking news, everybody. But then he tells us he doesn't watch the fucking news. But then you just tell us Miranda is down here. Which one is it, Carlos? Did they kidnap you or did you pull them over? Are you watching the fucking news and know about ICE or you don't watch the fucking news? Which one is it?
They were following me. Yeah, they were following me. Marana, this is Santa Cruz County, and Marana was down here. It's like, come on, 2 and 2.
2 and and 2 is you motherfucking right. 2 and 2, you motherfucking right. 2 and 2 is you watch the fucking news. 2 and 2 is you watch the fucking news. You watch the fucking news. That's what we just figured out. You watch the fucking news. You weren't kidnapped. What else have you lied about?
And so then when they came up on you, what did they say? Like, what did they say?
Nothing. Literally nothing. They just told me, stop moving. Like, what's your name? Carlos. And that's it. They put me in the cop car. I gotta wait like 2 hours. I waited like 2 hours until the detectives came here and everything.
Oh my God.
Well, when they finally told you this had to do with some kidnapping, like what were you thinking?
What the am I doing here? I didn't do anything. To be honest, like, I'm innocent.
And you don't even know who the lady is. Do you know who Savannah Guthrie is?
No.
Nothing.
I don't follow the news.
Right.
I don't watch.
You don't watch the Today Show.
No.
So this was a complete shock.
It was.
What kind of questions were they asking you?
Nothing. They didn't ask me no questions.
So
nothing,
they just said,
nothing. They
so
just
they
sat me
took
in the car. They investigated my car and this man, and that's it. They didn't ask me no questions. No nothing.
Did you get the other car back, or they still have it?
No, it's right there.
Oh, they gave it back to you. So
yeah, it's like.
And they said you can go home.
Yeah.
And how did they treat like the people you were with, your girl, your child?
I don't want to speak
about
that.
How's your family? They
Well, they're all
scared
in
everybody. I was gonna say they scared everybody, huh?
Yeah, they're all in shock right now.
Wow.
Did they damage the house? Yeah.
What did they do to the house?
They broke the doors. What else? The garage.
Another thing, you guys, he's saying that they broke the doors in the garage. Is everybody listening the way I'm listening? He said he was driving around. Can anybody understand that this guy knows more than he's letting on? He told us he was driving around doing DoorDash. And he pulled them over because Miranda was in Santa Cruz County. At the end, now he's telling us someone went into his home. Sir, Carlos. When did they get to your house, Carlos? Why did they raid your house, Carlos? You didn't tell us anything about them coming to your home, Carlos. You said you were driving Uber, and you said Miranda was in Santa Cruz County, so you pulled them over because Miranda is here, 2 and 2. He said 2 and 2, right? Miranda, 2 and 2, driving Uber. Now, Carlos, they're at your home, kicking in your door and your garage. How and when, and he doesn't explain to us how and when investigators come to your house, Carlos.
The house? Yeah.
What did they do to the house?
They broke the doors. What else? The garage door in the back.
So what are you gonna do now?
I'll try to clear my name. I didn't do anything.
Well, this is one of them.
Look at that smile.
I hope they get the suspect, because I'm not it.
Look at that smile. Someone's 85-year-old grandmother is missing. They're asking for millions of dollars. This guy is lying throughout the whole interview. Now we find out the investigators felt so strongly they raided your fucking house, and he's laughing. I hope they find her. I hope they get the fuck out of here, bro. Let's keep listening, because he gonna reveal something else at the very end.
They better do their job and find the suspect that did it so they can clear my name. I'm done. Look at what I'm putting my family through.
You're on national news now.
Not just them. Even my parents in Tucson.
Wait a minute. Look what I'm putting my family through, even my parents in Tucson. Well, that's where Nancy lives, Carlos. That's where Nancy lives, Carlos. So that means you have proximity, Carlos, familiarity, Carlos, and you damn near, God damn it. Shit! What else do we need from Senor Carlos? Your mother lives in Tucson. No, I'm not saying he did it, brother. I'm not saying he did it, brother, but I'm saying it's plausible that he knows this individual. I'm saying it's plausible that he knows this individual. Carlos delivers food in the neighborhood where Nancy was kidnapped. This was taken a week before the kidnapping. Another Hispanic man stealing. Also, So what they do is they use the cover as a DoorDash driver to steal Amazon packages and shit off of the front porch of these millionaires' home. He is on camera stealing. I allege that it is a very small world, that if they both drive, they're both Hispanic, they both drive Uber in this neighborhood. I am saying that at the very fucking least, we are watching someone who knows more than what the fuck they are fucking telling us. I am saying to you, and I am telling you, I'm not going. He knows something about Nancy being taken away, and I ain't letting it go. Man, I'm saying that Carlos, with the mother in Tucson, knows this motherfucker. In between these two felonious motherfuckers, they know what the fuck happened to Nancy. That's what I'm saying. It's hella plausible. It's hella plausible. See, this is the thing. This is why criminals get away. Because it's too many people who don't want to, too many people who care about jokes and don't care about an 85-year-old woman. That's why in the description, everybody watching, and in my description, you will find hotline and tip numbers. If you have any tips, if you have any clues to help Nancy come home, go to my description, find the 1-800 number for the hotline and the tip line. Because what I am saying to you is that they would not waste their time arresting this gentleman here. He wants you to believe that they arrested him for no reason. They searched his home for no reason. I allege that they arrested and searched his home. His family is scared because he knows something, and at the very least, he knows the other individuals who frequently rob the homes in the area in which Nancy was kidnapped. Do you hear what I'm saying? He knows the other Uber drivers. He knows the motherfuckers who is robbing those houses. He knows the other Uber drivers, and he knows the motherfuckers who are robbing those houses. That is a fact of the matter. That is a fact of the matter. That was from a week ago. This is the same guy. Another thing I've said is that this may likely be, and this is how crime is done, a group of individuals. This is more than likely a group of individuals who frequent these $1 million homes. Each home is on an acre lot. These are more than likely a group of individuals who frequent these $1 million homes, and they all know of each other. Whether or not they all are stealing at the same time, they know of each other. It's how they make their money. Do you see this guy right here? This is the guy who kidnapped Nancy. This is the guy from a week before the kidnapping. This is the guy a week before the kidnapping. I am saying they all know each other. Look how he looked. He's doing the same motions. Motor. When you investigate, you know, body doubles. You know, Black China used to body double for Nicki Minaj. Because when she walked, that thing would jiggle and wiggle just like Nicki would giggle. So they had similar motor skill. The motors, when they walk, you could tell they were similar. I am arguing these individuals know each other, and I am arguing there is a stark similarity between that individual from a week ago and the individual from this video. Here it is. This is the guy who kidnaps Nancy. This is ring footage from in front of Nancy's house. Let's look at it again. Y'all see how I'm putting this together? Y'all see, because y'all saying, oh, it's a sketch and all this old shit. I said, nah, bro. The police know what they doing. They didn't already figured out. All y'all Uber drivers over here been stealing. All y'all Latinos is coming to this neighborhood, and y'all been coming to this neighborhood. We got video all over TikTok of people waiting for FedEx drivers to drop off packages so they could steal them. This is a neighborhood of rich, wealthy, elderly white people, and they have been getting picked on. Somehow, someone found out that this woman here, family is worth millions of dollars, and they decided to go on ahead and kidnap her, right? And ask for a ransom. So that's where we at with that. But we also have brand new video. If you see right there, so I'm keeping you up to speed. Right? So we got the guy from a week ago, but then we also have brand new video. We got the guy from a week ago. We got the guy the night of the abduction, but then they got brand new video, right? They got brand new video of a guy who they think may be the guy, which is why I'm saying I believe we will get an arrest. I believe we have a pending arrest. I believe there will be a pending arrest soon based on the newly released footage that I want to bring up. Not only this newly released footage, but the fact that we had 2 ransom notes. The first ransom note asked for $6 million. The second ransom note said, if you give me a Bitcoin, I will tell you who the kidnappers are. And then we got this video. So we got, she was kidnapped. They found blood on the porch. The FBI found blood. She was kidnapped February 1st. Everybody listening to the timeline, kidnapped February 1st. February 2nd, she did not show up to church, and the family got scared, called 911. Investigators find blood on the front porch, say she's been abducted. Then they get a ransom note asking for $6 million. And most recently, they've got a second, TMZ has got a second ransom note where the person is asking for Bitcoin. If you give me 1 Bitcoin, then I will, if you give me 1 Bitcoin.
We told you yesterday that this man sent us an email saying that
if you give me 1 Bitcoin, I will tell you where she is. Let's get the update. Fair use. We're going to react to it in the chat.
TMZ has obtained a second email from the man who claims to know the identity of Nancy Guthrie's kidnapper. We told you yesterday that this man sent us an email saying that he will reveal the name if he gets 1 Bitcoin. We checked the account all day. He did not receive anything. The account is bare. So this morning, just after 8 a.m. Pacific time, he sent us this other email complaining that he is not being taken seriously. He says that he wants the Bitcoin, which is worth around $67,000, for several reasons. Number one, he says by coming forward, he will become a, as he puts it, a national rat. He also says, and this is a quote, he doesn't want to be, quote, incriminated like that guy Carlos. Remember, Carlos is the delivery man who was taken into custody a couple of days ago. Briefly, he was detained and then released. He says that he fears retaliation if he comes forward, and that he needs the Bitcoin because he's going to have to lay low after coming forward. And then he talks about a difference between yesterday and today. And we are not going to get specific about what he's talking about. It is chilling what he is insinuating here. But we have told law enforcement we're not going to get specific about that. But he makes it very clear here that this will be his second and last attempt. We have checked the Bitcoin address that he sent us. By the way, the one from yesterday and today, they are the same. And we checked the Bitcoin address just before I'm shooting this and talking to you. And again, there is nothing in that Bitcoin account, at least right now.
So that's changed. That actually has changed. According, that actually has changed. So so that was the latest. Just if you on top of this, that was just a couple hours ago. That actually has changed. So couple things just to bring you up to speed. Nancy's still missing. There was a $6 million request to bring her home. And then there has been now 2 emails sent to TMZ and Harvey Levine from someone who claims to know who did it and where she is, and they want 1 Bitcoin. Now, the last report was Harvey said there was no activity on that account, meaning he had not received the 1 Bitcoin. And then I got this. Then we got this right here. Everybody listening, double tap at the like button. Brand new, breaking this while I did this today. And also in my description, I have the hotline numbers if you have any information.
Checking for any payments. What are you seeing?
So about 12 minutes ago, we saw activity in that account.
Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. Let me break it down to you again. Nancy, Savannah Guthrie's mother, kidnapped February 1st, confirmed the kidnapping with blood on the porch February 2nd. February 5th, they got a ransom note, $6 million. And then the other day, TMZ received an email from somebody claiming to know where she was, who kidnapped them, and they wanted 1 Bitcoin in exchange for the information. I just played a video where TMZ said they got an email, 2 emails saying, I know where she is. I know where she is. And I can tell you where she is, but I need 1 Bitcoin. Right? But I need 1 Bitcoin. Now he said there was no activity in that account. Now Harvey is saying somebody has deposited money in the account. That's why I say I believe we will have an arrest.
Checking for any payments. What are you seeing?
So about 12 minutes ago, we saw activity in that account.
Activity like what?
That's what I can't talk about. There are reasons I can't, but all I can say is there is now activity in that Bitcoin account.
Okay, now let me just ask one more question and you'll share with me what you can. But when you say activity, is that you can see money is going into the account, or are you able to tell whether it's money going in or going out?
Well, it would only show, as I understand this, money going in. And
so let's get the context again. Let's get the context again. Double tap at the like button. We're going to bring this lady home. Let's get the context again. Let me share with you. Harvey is now reporting there is money in that account for the gentleman who requested 1 Bitcoin.
TMZ has obtained a second email from the man who claims to know the identity of Nancy Guthrie's kidnapper. We told you yesterday that this man sent us an email saying that he will reveal the name if he gets 1 Bitcoin. We checked the account all day. He did not receive anything. The account is bare. So this morning, just after 8 a.m. Pacific time, he sent us this other email complaining that he is not being taken seriously. He says that he wants the Bitcoin, which is worth around $67,000, for several reasons. Number one, he says by coming forward, he will become a, as he puts it, a national rat. He also says, and this is a quote, he doesn't want to be, quote, incriminated like that guy Carlos. Remember, Carlos is the delivery man who was taken into custody a couple of days ago. Briefly, he was detained and then released. He says that he fears retaliation if he comes forward, and that he needs the Bitcoin because he's going to have to lay low after coming forward. And then he talks about a difference between yesterday and today. And we are not going to get specific about what he's talking about. It is chilling what he is insinuating here. But
did you hear that part? I missed that part earlier. He said to talk about a difference between yesterday and today. That means maybe Nancy is not doing so well. And if they don't hurry up and give out the information and pay up the money, it may be. Did y'all hear that? Wow.
Specific about what he's talking about. It is chilling what he is insinuating here. But we have told law enforcement we're not going to get specific about that. But he makes it very clear here that this will be his second and last attempt. We have checked the Bitcoin address that he sent us. By the way, the one from yesterday and today, they are the same. And we checked the Bitcoin address just before I'm shooting this and talking to you. And again, there is nothing in that Bitcoin account, at least right now.
So this is breaking news. If you guys are just now tuning in, we're talking about Nancy Guthrie update, brand new video, brand new update. That's the latest. I don't know how I know everybody is Friday, you at work. It's been a hell of a week. We've had a lot to deal with. Kids walking out of schools, ICE violence across the nation, fake news and propaganda. So people been busy. I know you heard about the story. Number one, she's been missing 13 days. Everybody listening right now, she's been missing 13 days. This was the latest when I went live. When I went live, this was the latest news. There was 3 communications. She was kidnapped February 1st. There was a ransom note February 5th. They want $6 million. But since then, there were 2 separate emails to TMZ. Harvey Levine just detailed those 2 separate emails of an individual who claims to have knowledge of where she is and who abducted her. This was the most recent report when I went live. I have brand new reporting right now. I have a brand new report. Harvey Levine right now is reporting that there has been a deposit in that account. And I pray and hope. And I want to say in my description, if you have any clues, please go to my description. I have the phone numbers and the links if you have any clues for the family. God bless the family. Brand new. I have reports from Harvey Levine that there is now money in that account. The individual requesting the 1 Bitcoin, who said he knows the whereabouts and who did the kidnapping, Harvey Levine, when I reported and I went live just minutes ago, that was all we knew. That was the most up-to-date information. There was no deposit because he's watching the Bitcoin account. Because in that email, Harvey Levine, maybe Harvey could have sent the $50,000 himself. He didn't. Someone sent the money. Let me give you the report right now. Double tap at the like button. Breaking news. We got money going into the account of the individual who claims to know where Nancy is.
Checking for any payments. What are you seeing?
So about 12 minutes ago, we saw activity in that account.
Activity like what?
That's what I can't talk about. There are reasons I can't, but all I can say is there is now activity in that Bitcoin account.
Double tap at the like button. I'm going to ask a huge favor right now. Huge favor. Everybody watching, at the very least, if you don't send a super chat, if you don't subscribe, double tap your screen, hit the like button. Huge favor. Thank you. I love you. Spread some unity and love in the chat. Tell your grandmother you love her. It's Valentine's Day. I lost my mother in COVID, and I lost my grandmother. If you have your mom, if you have your grandmother, send your mom some flowers, send your grandmother some flowers. Tell them you love them, appreciate them while they are here. This story triggered me. I just want to say I love you. I love you all for watching and supporting the channel. I love everybody who loves and watches, supports, and subscribes. I want to spread some love on this holiday weekend. It's a President's Day. It's a Valentine's Day. It's Black History Month. It's MAGA every day. I love you guys. God bless you. God bless Savannah. God bless Nancy. Prayers go out to everybody watching. If you are so inclined, hit the subscribe, hit the like, hit the Cash App, hit the Super Chat, become a part of my community. We do this every day, Monday through Friday at 1 p.m. It's the perfect time to podcast. Right now, we are reporting that there has been a donation to the individual who says he knows and has information about the whereabouts of Nancy and who did the kidnapping. Double tap, hit the like button. We are revealing breaking news right now.
Checking for any payments. What are you seeing?
So about 12 minutes ago, we saw activity in that account.
Activity like what?
That's what I can't talk about. There are reasons I can't, but all I can say is there is now activity in that Bitcoin account.
Okay, now let me just ask one more question and you'll share with me what you can. But when you say activity, is that you can see money is going into the account, or are you able to tell whether it's money going in or going out?
Well, it would only show, as I understand this, money going in. And the only thing you would see is money. And Aaron, that's all I can say.
Okay, all right. So obviously that's crucial information. So you're saying about 12 minutes ago, so you actually saw money go into that Bitcoin account. And just to be clear, this is the Bitcoin account in the first letter where the individual had said, you're not going to hear from me again. And this is where to wire what the second letter made clear after last night would have been $6 million.
Yeah, yesterday I said to you that I didn't know whether that second letter may have contained a different Bitcoin address. I don't think it did now, because I can tell you that the link we have from the first letter is what we've been checking. And again, all I can say is, as of a few minutes ago, for the first time, we saw
checking.
Are y'all with me? Are y'all with me? Are y'all with me? Let's get some more details. Harvey Levine just reporting that somebody is now paid the ransom. Somebody has made a deposit into the account that has requested the ransom.
To know the identity of the kidnapper. There's also some new video, as you can see right here on your screen. This is just a post from TMZ that says new video of a man with a similar backpack recorded just before Nancy Guthrie's kidnapping. I do want to bring in a great friend of the show here. We have Michael Babcock over at TMZ joining us to discuss much more about all of these developments. Michael, thank you so much, as always, for being here.
Good morning, Josh. Of course, thank you for having me.
Of course. And first off, want to start by talking to you about that video. We're not going to show it here just yet, but kind of explain to me the relevance there, because I know it is on the FBI's radar.
Yeah, absolutely. It's something they are looking into as they desperately try and track down video that might be relevant to what happened that night and the abduction of Nancy Guthrie. There is a video that was from about 5 miles away, Josh, a home 5 miles away, that was taken at 1:53 a.m. Just 19 minutes to be precise before somebody ultimately walked up to Nancy Guthrie's porch, and obviously we know what happened next. So this person is not wearing a mask in the video from 5 miles away. So there is perhaps some more information that can be gathered here. They're looking into it. They are very well aware of it. The FBI has it, and it's absolutely part of the investigation right now.
Wanted to ask you a little bit more about this new note that was received. I believe it was just yesterday by TMZ. There was, of course, a ransom note several days ago. Then you have another email, I believe, that comes in, and then another one. So kind of tell me what you can about that email.
Yeah, it was different than the original note that was from not this Tuesday, Josh, from the Tuesday before. It was a true ransom note. Somebody saying, "Hey, I have taken Nancy Guthrie, and this is what it's going to take to return her." The messages we've got this week, and it was Wednesday and Thursday morning, Josh, were somebody essentially saying, "I have the identity of the kidnapper or of the abductors, and for the cost of 1 Bitcoin, I will turn that information over." So they write on Wednesday to us at 4:54 a.m. to be exact, I believe it was, and they say, "Okay, here, they pay me the Bitcoin, and we'll let you know who the person is." The next day they say, "Hey, look, this is my second and final attempt to help," and they phrased it like that, as if they were helping, and they said, this is again what it's going to cost, and I know the person, but essentially, you better hurry up. And it was a very ominous in feel, but more ominous than the first one. And obviously it's cause for concern. I will say a Bitcoin is like $65, $66, $67,000. The FBI has obviously raised the reward here to $100,000. So rather than having to, if this is a legitimate note, rather than having to go and try and get the cost of a Bitcoin, you go to the FBI, you get $100,000. It's more money.
Yeah. And is there anything to gauge from the fact that they did double this reward? Because essentially it was 50,000, now it's 100,000. We don't have any idea what's necessarily going on behind the scenes, but is there anything to gauge from that?
I don't think there is. I mean, there may be. I don't think there's anything to indicate that there's a reason to be troubled over it. But I think it also goes to show the desperation here, not just from the Guthrie family, but from law enforcement. I mean, everybody is well aware that she is now missing, what's it? It's,
13 days.
Sunday, early Sunday, last
13
Sunday morning.
days.
So we're well over a week. We're approaching 2 full weeks here. And I think understanding, Josh, that she's 84 years old, that she's not in the greatest of physical health, you feel like you don't have all the time here. So she needs to come home, and she needs to come home now. And I think it's probably as simple as that being the reason.
One thing that's also been interesting here is we've heard about this potential rift between the Pima County Sheriff's Office there and the FBI. We know the FBI was not called in initially, and we're also hearing now that it does potentially appear that the FBI only got involved after they asked to get involved. So what do we know about this rift here?
Yeah, and there are also reports that they are sparring or sort of in conflict over how evidence is handled, and specifically these gloves that were found about 1.5 miles away from Nancy Guthrie's home, which, if there was DNA inside of those gloves that was left there by the perpetrator, I mean, how huge could that be for this investigation? It could be quite literally the one piece of evidence that breaks this whole thing open. And to hear that there is this, again, rift between the sheriff's office and the sheriff specifically with the FBI, and that they want to send the evidence, the way the story goes, to a private lab in Florida. Meanwhile, the FBI wants to send it to their people in Quantico because they feel like, hey, we're the best at this and we've got the most experience. Let us handle it. And, that's not what anybody needs right now, obviously, to have the FBI and the sheriff's office fighting with one another. That certainly doesn't help get Nancy Guthrie home and find the people who are person responsible.
That's odd. Isn't kidnapping a federal crime? Isn't the FBI the one who handled kidnapping? Just to share again, so that was breaking down the fact that they were looking for a Bitcoin. The 2 individuals were requesting a Bitcoin, right? Just to give you details again, double tap hit the like button. Nancy should be coming home. They were requesting a Bitcoin. If you listen closely, it's the same address that requested the $6 million. Did you guys catch that? So there's been 3 communications. First communication requested $6 million. 2 subsequent communications saying, I'll tell you who did it and where she was for 1 Bitcoin.
TMZ has obtained a second email from the man who claims to know the identity of Nancy Guthrie's kidnapper. We told you yesterday that this man sent us an email saying that He will reveal the name if he gets 1 Bitcoin. We checked the account all day. He did not receive anything. The account is bare. So this morning, just after 8 a.m. Pacific time, he sent us this other email complaining that he is not being taken seriously. He says that he wants the Bitcoin, which is worth around $67,000, for several reasons. Number one, he says by coming forward, he will become a, as he puts it, a national rat. He also says, and this is a quote, he doesn't want to be, quote, incriminated like that guy Carlos. Remember, Carlos is the delivery man who was taken into custody a couple of days ago. Briefly, he was
Carlos. Y'all remember Carlos, right? Carlos, who told the truth, nothing but the truth, so help me God. Remember Carlos, who said he was kidnapped, but come to find out, Carlos actually turned himself in. Carlos, who said he doesn't watch the news, come to find out, Carlos was aware that ICE was having operations in Santa Cruz County. Can y'all tell me how Carlos may have known that? Maybe Carlos was watching the fucking news. Let's listen to Carlos.
I'm innocent. That's all I can say. I have nothing to do with this.
Were you shocked when?
Yeah, I was.
Tell me.
Come on, like, what do you expect me to do? ¿Cómo quieres que reaccione cuando algo pasa así? Pero yo no sé qué está pasando. Me agarraron como si fuera un criminal, me secuestraron.
They grabbed me like I was a criminal. They kidnapped me. Everybody remember that. Carlos said they grabbed me like I was a criminal and they kidnapped me. Please listen.
They held me against my will. They didn't even read me my rights until 2 hours later. Okay? You know, mira, my wrist is all swollen.
From
the handcuffs. Like,
and did you have any idea that this was about? Do you know who Nancy?
No. That's the problem. No, I don't know anything.
You were like, where is this coming from?
How did they come up on you?
I don't know.
Like, what, were you just driving around?
Yeah, working.
Yeah, they said you're delivering DoorDash?
GLS.
Oh,
how'd they pull up on you? Like,
nah, I pulled up on them. They were following me.
What? Huh? What did he say? What did he say? What did he say? He said, I thought you got kidnapped, Carlos. Carlos.
Working.
Yeah, they said you're delivering DoorDash?
GLS.
Oh,
how'd they pull up on you? Like,
nah, I pulled up on them.
Shit, Carlos, that don't sound like you got kidnapped to me. That don't sound like a kidnapping to me, Carlos.
Following me. Yeah, they were following me. Marana. This is Santa Cruz County, and Miranda was down here. It's like, come on, 2 and 2.
So Santa Cruz County, Miranda's down here, 2 and 2 together. Carlos pulls over because he thinks it's ICE. Why does Carlos have so much, insight? He seems like a sharp guy, 2 and 2. He's very intelligent, 2 and 2. He knows about ICE, but then he wants us to believe, no, I do not watch the news. But Carlos, you did the math. Why don't you want me to do the math and figure out how the fuck you know that ICE is doing operations?
and so then when they came up on you, what did they say? Like, what did they say?
Nothing. Literally nothing. They just told me stop moving. Like, what's your name? Carlos. That's it. They put me the Carlos. I gotta wait like 2 hours. I waited like 2 hours until the detectives came here and everything.
oh my God.
Well, when they finally told you this had to do with some kidnapping, like what were you thinking?
What the am I doing here? I didn't do anything. To be honest, like, I'm innocent.
And you don't even know who the lady is. Do you know who Savannah Guthrie is?
No.
Nothing.
I don't follow the news.
Right.
I don't watch.
You don't watch the.
So she said, do you know who Savannah Guthrie is? This, I've watched this a couple times, you guys, and I didn't catch that. Did you guys just catch that? Who knows what I'm about to say? Because we watched this a couple times. The first thing we caught is he lied about watching the news because he's aware of ICE and ICE operations. But we know that already. Fucking 600,000 ICE deportees. 2 million people deported last year. Fucking people get shot in their leg. 2 people have been murdered in Minnesota. You think one Mexican don't know about ICE? You think they don't know where ICE is? So that's bullshit. But so I call bullshit on him knowing about ICE and him not watching the news, but who knows what I'm about to say? Who knows what I'm about to say? What did you just hear? She said, do you know who Savannah Guthrie is? And his answer to that is not no, I do not know who Savannah Guthrie is. What does he say, chat? What does he say, chat? W chat. Welcome to the #1 podcast on YouTube. Welcome to the #1 podcast on YouTube. Double tap, hit the like button. Double tap, hit the like button. Everybody watching right now. What did he say? She said, do you know who Savannah Guthrie is? This guy is guilty. He says, I don't watch the news. Motherfucker, we did not ask you. How do you know Savannah Guthrie is on the news, motherfucker, if you don't watch the news? I'm not making this shit up. Come on, you guys. How do you know that Savannah Guthrie is on the news if you don't watch the news? This first time I call bullshit because he watches the fucking news because he knows about ICE. And I know he knows about ICE because he's speaking Spanish and he lives in fucking Arizona, 5 minutes away from Mexico. You know he is on top of ICE. But that's what we said. Bullshit, you watched the news because you knew about Miranda. Bullshit, you weren't kidnapped because you pulled yourself over. Listen to this again. Now we caught him again in the motherfucking lie. Hey, do you know who Savannah Guthrie is? He doesn't say, no, I don't know who that white bitch is. He says, no, I don't watch the news, which means what, ladies and gentlemen, to the intelligent people who know how to actively listen, it means the motherfucker watches the news because I didn't ask you, was Savannah on the fucking news? I just asked you, do you know who Savannah is? It's a yes or no question. That his answer was, I don't watch the news. Why would you say that? How you know that Savannah is not an OnlyFans model? How do you know Savannah is not the #1 singer in the US, doing a duet with Sabrina Carpenter? How does he know Savannah is on the news? Of all the ways she could be a celebrity, how does he know to say, I don't watch the news? Listen.
And you don't even know who the lady is. Do you know who Savannah Guthrie is?
No.
Nothing.
I don't follow the news.
Right.
I don't follow the news. He just, am I wrong? Am I wrong? Did he just fuck himself up? Got him. You know you just fucked up, don't you? 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 Huh? Who seen Menace to Society? So you bought the bottle of beer at 11:45. Right? So you definitely bought the bottle of beer at 11:15. Yeah, it was 11:15. So you know you done fucked up, don't you? You know you done fucked up, don't you?
What were you thinking?
What the am I doing here? I didn't do anything. To be honest, I'm innocent.
You were there because you pulled yourself over.
And you don't even know who the lady is. Do you know who Savannah Guthrie is?
No.
Nothing.
I don't follow the news.
Right.
I don't follow the news. You know you're fucked up, don't you? You know you're fucked up, don't you?
I don't watch.
You don't watch the Today Show.
No.
So this was a complete shock.
He knows the Today Show. He knows who she is, and he knows that she's a news media celebrity. Got him! Got him! Got him! Holy shit! I missed that the first time. The first time I watched this, I was focused on the fact of him knowing about Miranda, and the only way he would know about those ICE operations is by watching the news. Now we catch him in a lie when he says, oh, I don't know who Savannah is because I don't watch the news. How do you know Savannah is on the news? How do you know Savannah is on the Today Show? We got him, ladies and gentlemen.
This kid here and everything.
Oh my God.
Well, when they finally told you this had to do with some kidnapping, what were you thinking?
What the am I doing here? I didn't do anything. To be honest, I'm innocent.
And you don't even know who the lady is. Do you know who Savannah Guthrie is?
No.
Nothing.
I don't follow the news.
Right.
I don't watch.
You don't watch the Today Show.
No.
So this was a complete shock.
It was.
What kind of questions were they asking you?
Nothing. They didn't ask me no questions.
So they just
nothing. They
so
just sat me in the car. They investigated my car and this man, and that's it. They didn't ask me no.
Now listen, they sat me in the car. They investigated. Now I'm the only one really listening to this guy. Since they let him go, everyone has dismissed this interview. It will become important later on. Now listen, he first claimed they kidnapped him. Then we find out that he is the one who stopped the police because he was afraid that it was Miranda. Now listen, he said they sat me in the car. They didn't read me my rights for 2 hours. Now listen to this last part.
Questions.
Did you get the other car back, or they still have it?
No, it's right there.
Oh, they gave it back to you. So
yeah, it's like.
And they said you can go home.
Yeah.
And how did they treat like the people you were with, your girl, your child?
I don't want to speak
Yeah,
about
no,
that.
understood.
How's your family? They
Well, they're all
scared
in
everybody. I was gonna say they scared everybody, huh?
Yeah, they're all in shock right now.
Wow.
Did they damage the house? Yeah.
What did they do to the
They
house?
broke the doors. What else, man? The garage door in the back.
So wait a minute, Carlos. You said you were in the car for 2 hours, Carlos. You said they kidnapped you, Carlos. You said they didn't read you your rights for 2 hours, Carlos. When did they get to your fucking house? Carlos. Can anybody tell Carlos, when did they get to the house, Carlos? And why did they search the house, Carlos? You're not telling us the whole fucking story, Carlos. You said they kidnapped you. They didn't fucking kidnap you. Then you said Miranda. Oh, you pulled over because you were scared of ICE, which you fucking learned from the fucking news. Now you telling us they raided your house. Where did they fucking raid your house? You said they put you in the car for 2 hours. Can you explain to us, Carlos, how and when without a warrant and why are they in your fucking house? Can anybody tell me in the chat? Can somebody tell me in the chat, why are they in his house? Why are they in his house? How did they get to his house? Huh? They pull over the car, or Carlos pulls over his car. Carlos pulls over his car. Huh? Carlos pulls over his car. Carlos pulls over his own car because ICE is in the neighborhood. Carlos says he sat down for 2 hours. He didn't even get his rights read. And then he says they broke down the door and broke the garage. Is anybody listening? Because it's a shame. It's amazing what you learn if you actually listening. Yeah, he said they were following him. First, he said he got kidnapped. Christy, first he said he got kidnapped because he wants to make Trump look bad. He wants to make ICE look bad. He wants to make Trump look bad. He wants to make ICE look bad. So first he says he was kidnapped, not arrested, not investigated. Ain't that funny? Kidnap me. Motherfucker, you under arrest. We doing an investigation. You wasn't kidnapped. You home right now. So he's not telling the truth at all. He's not telling the truth at all, Christy. He says he was kidnapped. Come to find out, he pulled over because he feared he was being followed by ICE. Probably because he's been watching the news and he knows that ICE is in Santa Cruz County. Somehow, Christy, it goes from him sitting in the car being interrogated to police without a warrant. Remember, no one's talked about a warrant. We talked about ICE agents needing a warrant. And then he says someone break down his door and broke down his garage. Sir, Mr. Carlos, why would they break in your house and break down the garage, sir? You're welcome. Thank you for being here. Please subscribe, hit the like button, become a member, donate to the super chat, hit the Cash App, $ Big D Rants. Let's get back to the video. I just want you guys to see the things that I'm seeing. There's one more big piece to this that my W chat called out earlier. One more huge piece. So he lied about being kidnapped. He lied about watching the news. He lied about knowing who Savannah Guthrie is. And then there's one more piece.
So what are you gonna do now?
I'll try to clear my name. I didn't do anything.
Well, this is one of them.
I mean, I hope they get the suspect, because I'm not it. They better do their job and find the suspect that did it so they can clear.
See that laugh? You see the funny? I don't think it's funny an 85-year-old woman missing with medical problems. I don't think this is funny.
My name. I'm done. Look at what I'm putting my family through.
You're on
Not just
national
them,
news now.
Not just them. Even my parents in Tucson.
Wait a minute. Carlos, thank you, Carlos. There's so many gems in this video. So Carlos, W to my chat. Carlos' mom lives in Tucson. Carlos has proximity, ladies and gentlemen. When it comes to crime, and now you want to know, oh, Carlos, they just pulled Carlos over because he's Mexican. They hate Mexicans. Carlos has proximity. He has access. He has motive. Come on, people. If you are an investigator, I am proud. Give it up for the investigator. I'm proud they pulled him over, brothers and sisters. I'm proud they did this level of investigation. He has proximity. He has relation. He has, come on, you guys. Come on, you guys. And what I've argued from the beginning is that if he didn't do it, he knew that guy from the video that I showed from a week ago. I argued that he knew the guy from the video from a week ago, and that if he didn't do it, he's part of a crew because they run in packs when they do these crimes and rob these houses. This is a neighborhood full of elderly, wealthy people. We are all familiar with the TikToks where people go to neighborhoods like this, pieces of shit go to neighborhoods like this, and they wait for FedEx to drop off packages just to steal them. Put a 1 in the chat if you've seen videos of criminals stealing packages from these nice neighborhoods. I played a video earlier. These are at least 1 acre lots. She lives on a 1 acre lot. There's a pool in the back. We're going to play video because people are upset about the pool cleaners showing up the next day and cleaning the pool. People find that suspicious. She lives on a 1 acre lot with a swimming pool. I don't know why an 85-year-old woman needs this type of home. She don't need the swimming pool. She don't need none of this. I don't like it. I don't like none of it. I don't. She should be living with her daughter's worth $40 million. Okay, so this is one of those rich white neighborhoods with old people. And you know, these are increasingly growing because the baby boomers just retired. We need to protect our elderly. It's going to be more neighborhoods like this. And if we don't look out for them, they will become victimized by these so-called, I don't even want to call out by name, by individuals like we just saw in the video, right? I believe they felt so, think about how criminals work. I hate to be the one to break down criminology to everybody because a lot of people who talk about this shit don't understand criminals and the way the criminal mind works. Criminal-minded. These criminals became comfortable with this neighborhood. Everybody put a 1 in the chat if you're following me. These criminals became comfortable with this neighborhood. These criminals became comfortable with committing crimes in this neighborhood. I played a video of a guy a week ago committing a similar crime in his neighborhood. TMZ got similar. So these criminals frequent this neighborhood because of the type of neighborhood it is. This neighborhood is full of rich old white people, and nobody's stopping us steal these packages. They have been frequently stealing packages and taking everything off the fucking front porches in this neighborhood for some time now. They are not new to this neighborhood. They know this neighborhood is sweet. Man, this neighborhood is sweet. Let's go over here. It's sweet over here. Nothing but rich, old, white people, big-ass houses, nobody around. We can steal all day long. They've been stealing and shop stealing and shit. Double tap hit the like button. They come to find out, maybe through DoorDash, we will come to find out later, this crew of individuals who knows how sweet this neighborhood is comes to find out that this elderly 85-year-old woman, they probably can't believe it because they're Latino, they would never leave their elderly abuela at home. They come to find out that this elderly 85-year-old woman is connected to a $40 million fortune. They find out probably by stealing a package, her last name, or doing a DoorDash, her last name, see her daughter on TV. And this is the fucked up part about this whole story. They knew because they have been stealing in this neighborhood so easily that they could kidnap a whole human being, and get away with it. That's the sad part. That's why we doing the story. They knew because they have been successfully stealing in this neighborhood that they could kidnap a whole human being and get away with it because no one cares about the elderly people in this neighborhood. We had enough time to come at 2 o'clock in the morning, disable cameras, and move an entire human, and then send out a ransom note before you guys even knew. That's how bad the elderly people are not being protected. That's the whole thing. That's how bad the elderly people are not being protected. They knew they could benefit. This was about money. And they knew they had an opportunity because we have left our elderly community alone. Savannah is worth $40 million. Her mother should have been living at home with her. Savannah is worth $40 million. That's why they asked for $6 million. Do you guys know why they asked for $6 million? They asked for $6 million because Savannah is worth $40 million. So you cannot believe Carlos when Carlos says, I don't watch the news. I don't know who Savannah is. Why did you guys ask for $6 million? You asked for $6 million because you knew the last name. You know who she is, don't you? That's why you asked for $6 million. Why would they ask? Yeah, elderly people in our communities right now, we're not respecting our elders right now. In the chat, in my description, I have the phone numbers and I have links. If you have information, if you have clues that can help the FBI, go in my chat, go in my description, get the phone numbers, and please, we need to help as much as possible, support this search. Thank you guys for watching. Hit the like button. You're watching Perfect Timing Podcast. We are giving you up-to-date information on the Nancy Guthrie kidnapping. I'm giving you my perspective. I want to hear from you in the chat, your perspective. Thank you all. I love you. God bless you and your grandparents. God bless America. Let's keep going. Let's get this woman home. I love you all. Double tap at the like button.
Offline at 1:47 a.m. And what we have seen, thanks to our own experiment, is
Megan Kelly breaking down her issues with the kidnapping. If you guys have noticed, MAGA has now jumped into the arena to find out what's going on with Nancy. Day 13, MAGA media is now coming home to save the day, baby. Let's go, Megan.
pulling the camera off of its base does not turn it offline. If it runs out of the charge, it would go offline, but presumably that didn't happen just as the bad guy arrived. Disconnecting it from Wi-Fi could show you that it's offline, but we have no reason to believe he cut some sort of a Wi-Fi line. And what happened in our experiment was it did not disconnect until we literally brought the hammer down on it. And that is when it disconnected. And so if that is true, in fact, we have the video now, they've turned it. Here it is. Here's video from the camera of me bringing the hammer down on it. I guess, okay, I'm getting ready. I'm putting my glasses on, and this is the little, okay, there it is. That's me hammering it. Oh, hold on. And before I've actually touched it, it's going to go offline. And so it goes offline actually like a second before it's all destroyed. But the point is, at 1:47, now it's offline. At 1:47 a.m., he must have destroyed it. So all this stuff is happening, we think, before 1:47 a.m., moving the timeline back a little bit. because let's not forget, this video doesn't show him succeeding in destroying it. It shows him putting vegetation in front of it. So like there was a longer time there. And I don't know, how much longer he was standing there in front of the Guthrie home with his ski mask on and his gun showing to everybody that, it took him to finally get the camera disconnected. And still 10 minutes later or so, it caught an image, or I think it was at 2:12, it caught an image of a body. Okay, let me ask you guys, because you're the experts at like the profile of who's doing bad acts, who's doing things like this. And I'll start with you on it, Jim. We haven't talked a lot about it, but the fact that Savannah Guthrie is a national celebrity, I mean, news people don't like to be called celebrities, but she is something that's probably getting too little play as we consider motivations here. Your thoughts?
Is that for Jim Fitzgerald or James Hamilton?
Yeah, that's for James Hamilton. Fitzgerald's Fitz now. We know him well, so he's Fitz.
Gotcha.
Go ahead, James.
Thanks for that. Yeah, clearly anyone in the public eye is going to, get some scrutiny and also get things like this. So I wouldn't put it past it. Certainly there's a relationship that the investigators are looking at. And, for people like you, people in the public eye, certainly there's going to, need to be some type of security protocols and training and just a general awareness that is really above the general person, because you are related to a high visibility type of individual. And that certainly can't be discounted.
What do you think the likelihood is, Will, that Savannah's public figure status is a motivation here in some way?
I think it's highly likely, Megan. I've dealt with a number of cases where, certainly in terms of either some sort of fixation or certainly targeting, this was a targeted attack. And what will generally happen if it is a kidnapping, and it turns out to be a kidnapping, it will be to go through the path of least resistance. And that is to target a family member who won't necessarily have the same level or status of security around them, whether that be in their home or whether they have any specific security that's assigned to them by their company or by their organization. So this was a targeted attack. To target children is quite often the case, but it can be elderly family members. So, my gut at the moment is this is directly connected, obviously, to Savannah. And I think this ultimately, it wasn't a burglary, that's for sure. And certainly in terms of the condition of Nancy, that's obviously going to be very difficult to tell until such time as a proof of life in some shape or form is delivered.
So when you thought that, Will, you thought it's related to Savannah. How did seeing the pictures yesterday influence your opinion at all, if at all?
Well, I certainly, I've been watching, as has James, obviously the lead up and what you guys have been covering before we came and joined you. And I would say they came very ill prepared. They're not entirely professional. I've seen highly professional groups. There would have been no doubt some advanced reconnaissance, but not sophisticated enough to be able to determine how to remove a Ring doorbell. And certainly a good organized professional kidnappers will look at all aspects of denying electricity, denying power, and then obviously considering anything that is remotely powered, like a Ring doorbell. So, I looked at the position like you guys were talking about, so the position of his firearm, overtly, not covertly, in an abdomen sort of concealed carry way. And in terms of obviously his outfit, what he was wearing, there are a lot of identifiers on there, which I think the law enforcement agencies and obviously the federal agencies will be following up on and chasing, obviously, to try and determine where he may have sourced these items.
Mm-hmm. And how about you, James? What do you think?
Well, I enjoyed listening to you all earlier, and just a couple of things. I'm gonna go out on a little bit of a limb here. I'm not so convinced this is a guy until I can have absolute proof that this is a male. The eyes seem like eyeliner. I wouldn't put it past being a woman.
It does look like he's wearing eyeliner. Thank you for saying that. Yeah. It does look like he's wearing eyeliner.
W chat. It was a back and forth in the chat. Hey, we put a 1 in the chat. Is it a woman? Put a 2 in the chat. Is it a man? Put a 1 in the chat. Is it a woman? Put a 2 in the chat. Is it a man? W chat, man. I got the best chat on YouTube. Earlier, if you guys are new here, we're watching brand new breaking. Megyn Kelly MAGA is now discussing not just this MAGA channel, but other MAGA channels are now discussing the kidnapping of Nancy. And earlier in the chat, it was speculated that it could be a woman, and someone even mentioned the eyeliner. Right now, they're discussing whether or not it could be a woman. Put a 1 in the chat if you think it's a woman. Put a 2 in the chat if you think it's a man who actually abducted Nancy. Let's keep going.
In the one shot. Yes.
So I'm not going to go there. I will say.
Wow, you guys! Wow, my chat, W chat, the chat is going. That's what y'all. That's how y'all feeling. Wow.
Hey, a friend of ours, James Gaglione, has been on site there, and he said how dark it is, that area. And to me, that would certainly explain, this silly carrying of the firearm. Well, if he was getting, like Fitz was saying, if he's getting out of a car and walking up to the house, then, putting it in this stupid way that he's carrying it, or the person's carrying the firearm, I don't see the problem with that one, because no one's going to see it. It's so dark there. No one's going to see the stupid carry of the firearm. So, and lastly, I would just say that we can, he or she looks stupid and looks strange and doing some strange things, but let's not discount the success here. It has been 10 days. We have not heard a word. We are no closer to catching this person, and they've been on the run now for 10 days. And the FBI, is the best in the business, and they haven't caught him. So he's not completely stupid. And,
James, let me ask you a follow-up. Good point. You were at the FBI for almost 25 years, I think. You worked kidnappings.
We on day 13, everybody. That's an excellent point. So I wouldn't just disregard this notion that it might be a man. He's obviously intelligent. There's that last commentary. I wouldn't disregard it. We're on day 13. So he's not believing it. He said it could be a woman. It looks like eyeliner. Megyn said, I think I see eyeliner also. And he says the FBI is and that's why I was wondering about the sheriff department. We all know what happens in the kidnapping. I brought this up when we talked about Minnesota and why we had violence in Minneapolis. I said, when typically in kidnappings, what always happens? The feds come in and take over the case. That's pretty standard. The feds come in. Why is the sheriff fighting with Kash Patel and fighting with the federal government taking over this case if it's a kidnapping? That's pretty damn standard. What happened in Minnesota? The local municipality, sheriff and police was fighting the federal government and didn't want to work with them. Caused violence. This could be leading to her death. They're fighting over where evidence should go. When in every other high-profile kidnapping, it is not a surprise when the FBI comes in, takes over the case, and works in a joint task force with local municipalities. Why is the sheriff pushing back?
Does this look like a professional kidnapping? Is kidnapping even common?
No, it's extremely rare. And, I was saying earlier to somebody, in 23 years in law enforcement, I think I worked 2 of them. And so unless you're in New York or LA in the hotbed of these things, it doesn't happen a lot. And what you see frequently is they happen in these places like we're seeing here. And the police don't have a lot of experience working these types of cases. They're very rare. Why? Because, it's a lot easier to kill somebody than to kidnap them. And why? Because something's going to, there's usually some type of a struggle. There's some type of injury. We saw it with, Sidney Reza with Exxon. We're seeing it now, in this case, there's, her blood on the porch. It's very difficult to kidnap somebody, and they're just very rarely done. The thing I don't like about this case is we have not had any proof of life. Communications through a TMZ, the kidnappings I've been involved in, go right to the family. They go to where the money is. They want to get the money. That's why they did the kidnapping. This whole thing has been very strange to me as I'm looking at it from an outsider.
I'm liking everything I'm hearing him say, y'all. Straight up. But you know what? These guys are leaving out some of the things that I've brought out to you today as being someone who actually is on the ground and knows the criminal element. I'm familiar with the criminal element. So they are speculating. What did we put together today? What did we put together today? Now, everybody put together with the Perfect Timing podcast. Y'all help me. What is our scenario? Our scenario, what we are alleging is there is a crew There is a crew who is stealing packages in this neighborhood. They front as Uber delivery drivers and look for victims, and they pose as delivery drivers and look for packages to steal. What have we also said? This crew identified Nancy by the theft of a package, saw her last name, and became familiar with her comings and goings. Now listen. They already knew this was a sweet lick. This was a sweet neighborhood, which is why they had been stealing successfully in this neighborhood. This neighborhood is full of rich, old, white people. They had stolen a package from there previously. I played the video 5 days prior of another Hispanic on the front porch. They knew who lived there because they had been stealing packages from there. They knew her whereabouts and comings and goings. This is an 85-year-old elderly woman. Her last name is Guthrie. She's related to this woman who's worth $40 million. Not only can we easily steal off her porch, we can take her. Not only can we easily steal off her porch, we can take her. They came in the same time of night as the video I showed you 5 days prior, where they know where they can steal and get away. They had been successfully stealing in this neighborhood for some time. I showed you video of 2 a.m, 5 days prior. They're on the porch stealing. Nobody comes. There's video. They've been doing this freely in this elderly, wealthy neighborhood. So that's how they know. If everybody's wondering why and how, it ain't this dumb stuff that you have up your ass. It's pretty simple. It's pretty fucking simple. This was a sweet lick. We all watch TikTok. We see the videos of people following the FedEx trucks, stealing the packages. In this neighborhood, this criminal clique, if they were cartel, if they were a criminal Venezuelan gang, if they're obviously a group of Latinos who operate in this neighborhood, who know that it's easy to steal in this neighborhood. I don't know who they are and what they are, but they are a group of Latinos who know that it's easy to steal at these times of hours, because we have multiple videos of Latinos stealing successfully in this neighborhood. And they got brazen enough because, and everybody in America, let's break this down for Donald Trump. Let's break this down because it's a MAGA channel. Everybody in America, oh, it's a kidnapping. Oh, it's a kidnapping. So where is kidnapping not so a big deal? Where is kidnapping done every day very easily? The cartels do it in South America. Gangsters in South America kidnap and do ransoms all the fucking time. In America, to you, it's a big deal, right? It's a big deal. They kidnap. No, not for these Latino gangs. Not for these gangs. This is part of how they get down. Now, in America, our gangs, we don't really kidnap like that. We don't use kidnapping. We don't use extortion. But what did they say about the Venezuelan gangs when they got to Chicago, when they got to Aurora, Colorado? They were using extortion. They were taking over the apartment complexes, using extortion, using kidnapping. Very different criminal tactics than the American criminals, right? So ain't I putting this together? I'm not just clutching at straws here. Because you might say it don't make sense because criminals in America don't kidnap. I would give you that. If these were blacks or whites, it would be far-fetched for a group of blacks and whites to kidnap this elderly white woman. They would know the consequences. They would know everybody could go to jail forever. It would be very rare for a group of blacks or whites to kidnap an 85-year-old. But for this Latino, Hispanic gang that has been operating in this neighborhood, it's par for the course. This why Trump, this why Tom Homan, this why federal ICE agents are so important, because the level and type of criminality, like the Somalian fraud, 19 billion, kidnapping 85-year-old white woman, Things are changing in America. That's why Megyn Kelly is talking about this. That's why MAGA is talking about this. That's why I'm talking about this. The scope in America has changed. It is more like Mexico and South America and America every day. Almost 20 million people came across the border during the Biden era. It changed in Colorado. It changed in Chicago. It's been changed on the border of Texas. Haven't we heard about kidnappings like this on the border of Texas? We've heard about these kidnappings before, not in Arizona, but in Texas on the border. We've heard about Americans getting kidnapped in these towns that are American cities, but sit right on the border of Mexico and Texas. We've heard about this style of crime before. So what we have alleged today is that I believe this was a criminal gang who operated in this neighborhood. I have video showing someone 5 days prior stealing on the porch. I believe the police arrested Carlos because they believe that Carlos at least knows what's going on in this neighborhood. Carlos, bro, if you're not part of the crew who's doing the stealing, if you just honestly delivering packages, you know who the guys are, Carlos, who are here 2 o'clock in the morning, who are taking packages off the porch. Because, Carlos, the same people who are taking the packages off the porch are the same people who took this woman out of her house. It's the same people. That's my scenario this morning. What I am alleging, my argument this morning, is there is a criminal gang who knows that this is a rich elderly community. It's easy to steal packages around 2 o'clock in the morning. They have been successfully stealing packages. They stole a package from Nancy, learned her last name, watched her. Are you guys listening? They stole a package from Nancy, learned her last name, watched her, and said, we can steal her. And they took her and they did a ransom. That's all. That's all I got to say. Let's keep going.
Well, how, in their defense, like, is it 20, or yeah, we're 90 hard to the break and then we'll come back, but it's not going to be easy to get Savannah Guthrie's phone number. You know, like how do the kidnappers normally get the contact information of the family?
Yeah, well, the same way they got her mother, you know, they can contact the family. The family will, you know, it's pretty well known. You contact the police, and police are in contact with the family. You contact the FBI, and they'll put you in touch. I mean, that's not that difficult to go through Levin at TMZ. That's just bizarre to me. Why would you do that?
Why would you do that? I mean, is it for attention because you're enjoying?
I've seen occasions
seeing your story in the news.
I mean, I have seen occasions, Megyn, where a third party will be utilized. I mean, but it is very counterintuitive to the fact that one of the biggest enemies to a kidnapper, if this is indeed a kidnapping, is media publicity. And the greater the publicity that takes place, and I've worked a couple of cases where, because it garnished so much media attention, it actually didn't end in a very positive outcome, obviously, for the hostage. So I would agree with James. Yeah. TMZ is an interesting choice, but certainly in terms of,
because normally you hear like this may be just movie stuff, and forgive me for interrupting you. We're going to continue this though as we take a break. But normally you hear them saying like, don't involve the police and don't involve anybody and keep it on the down low. They want to keep it under the radar. International disputes, inflation, rising national debt, digital currency. There's a never-ending list of reasons.
Gorgeous, gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous girl, why you ain't happy? But that's me. So that was Megyn Kelly chiming in. But we have brand new video today. Brand new video. And I'm gonna look for something else. Check this out, you guys.
Really critical. So now let's go to the video that the police released
at Nancy's house.
At Nancy's house. When they showed this man, they never said what time this was shot. And I can tell you from our law enforcement sources, they did that intentionally. They did not.
So that is the guy that night. But today, We got brand new video. This the brand new video. I want to get right to it. So this video is of a guy 5 miles away, 15 minutes before the kidnapping, with the same backpack, same build, similar dress.
Was wearing is a Walmart backpack. This seems to be the same. Right. So that's one thing. This person in this video is, it appears, trying to get into someone's.
So they're saying this is the backpack. Again, just to tee up this video, brand new video. So we have video from a week prior, someone on the porch, and now we got video same night, 15 minutes before the kidnapping, 5 miles away. Same
in someone's yard. He tries to unlock the gate, doesn't open, so then he leaves. So again, he arrives there at 1:52 a.m. He leaves at 1:53. Now this is really
what's important about this is not what they're saying and whether or not it's the same guy. Well, you know why? You know what's so important about this video? It's my scenario. My scenario. Listen again, and I'm going to remind you again. What have I alleged today? What have I alleged? What have I argued? What have I put forth? This is a video of the same morning. Listen, everybody. We got multiple videos of people like this stealing in this neighborhood. This is a video of the same morning of the kidnapping. Listen to what he said.
both. Has some reflective pieces either on the straps or on the backpack itself. That we know that the one the kidnapper was wearing is a Walmart backpack. This seems to be the same. Right. So that's one thing. This person in this video is, it appears, trying to get into someone's in someone's yard. He tries to unlock the gate, doesn't open, so then he leaves. So again, he arrives there at 1:52 a.m. He leaves at 1:53. Now,
so to my scenario, is everybody with me? What have I said? Oh, y'all didn't see the video? Oh, my bad. So my scenario is that there is a group of individuals robbing and stealing in this neighborhood. According to this video, 15 minutes before the kidnapping, this guy is trying to get in somebody else's house. At 1:52 in the morning, he tries to break in the backyard, but he can't get in, so he goes to the next house. What have I argued this morning? What have I argued this morning? That there is a group of criminals, a cartel, a gang, who knows that this is a sweet lick, and they rob and steal in this fucking neighborhood. That's what I just said. Here it is, same night, 15 minutes before the kidnapping, and they out here like it's a fucking supermarket. Do you guys know that this was going on in America? In elderly communities, the criminals are walking through the neighborhood like it's a supermarket, and like they are stealing like they are shopping. Knock, knock, can I get in and steal? Oh, you got a lock? I'll go next door and steal. Knock, knock, I came in to steal. You got a lock? Okay, I'll go. Oh, you don't have a lock? I'm going to steal some shit. Listen again. Now I got the video up. I want you to listen again and listen to my theory. I said there are a group of criminals stealing in this neighborhood, brazen, without being caught. They stole a package. That's how they learned her last name. That's how they knew who she was. And then they got so bold because they are familiar with kidnapping because of the type of gang and criminals they are.
This is really critical. So now let's go to the video that the police released at Nancy's house. At Nancy's house, when open, so then he leaves. So again, he arrives there at 1:52 a.m. He leaves at 1:53. Now this is really critical.
He arrives at 1:52 a.m. He leaves at 1:53.
To the one the man was wearing when he got to Nancy Guthrie's front door. It has that reflective piece on it. Right. Has some both. Has some reflective pieces either on the straps or on the backpack itself. That we know that the one the kidnapper was wearing is a Walmart backpack. This seems to be the same. Right. So that's one thing. This person in this video is, it appears, trying to get into someone's in someone's yard.
He tries to unlock the gate, doesn't open, so then he leaves. So
a couple things to my theory. I said this is a crew. I'm not saying that this guy is the guy who did it. I said it's a crew. They all got their backpacks from Walmart. How much y'all want to bet they stole the backpacks from Walmart? I told you I was a piece of shit in my past life. How much you want to bet? Like my mama would say, I bet you dollars to donuts. I bet you dollars to donuts. They stole the backpacks from Walmart. This is a crew. This is a crew.
again, he arrives there at 1:52 a.m. He leaves at 1:53.
Now this is
He was trying, look at his backpack is full. How many people I live in the San Francisco Bay Area, Northern California. I deal with the homeless community. I know about these gangs. I know how they operate. I see them in my neighborhood. I have an HOA. I live in a very nice neighborhood. How many people know about these people running around with these backpacks full of stolen goods? They leave out of the grocery store with these backpacks, 2 or 3 backpacks, and they're full. What do you notice here? Do you know what just triggered me? Because I live in a neighborhood, in an area where I see these type of people, and you know what I notice? The backpacks are full. The backpacks are full. How many people live in these neighborhoods? Everybody is this is the same America for all of us now. This is the same America for all of us now. The backpacks are full. He's been stealing all night. No police have showed up. That's how they knew they could kidnap this woman. These backpacks are full. He's trying to steal at another house.
is really critical. So now let's go to the video that the police released
at Nancy's house.
At Nancy's house. When they showed this man, they never said what time this was shot. And I can tell you from our law enforcement sources, they did that intentionally. They did not want to release the time. We have found out from our law enforcement sources that this video was retrieved from the
hard drives,
the hard drives,
Google Nest hard drives,
and it shows that it was shot and recorded at 2:12 in the morning.
Now that time, 2:12 a.m., was mentioned last week by police in their news conference, and they said that at 2:12 a.m. there was software detected a person, but there was no video.
And now it looks like they got through Google. They actually got the video, and that's the video at 2:12. Here's why this is significant. 2:12 is 19 minutes after this man at that other house 5 miles away left. So the question, does he have enough time to drive 5 miles and put on all the gear that he was wearing in Nancy's house and walk up to the front door?
Put a 1 in the chat. Does he have enough time? Put a 1 in the chat. Does this guy right here, who is doing all this stealing like a goddamn shopping mall, he going from house to house. He going from house to house, backpack full, stealing whatever he can find. Does he have enough time? Could he have committed the crime? Put a 1 in the chat if you think he could have did it. Put a 2 in the chat if you think he couldn't have done it. Double tap at the like button. First time a podcast breaking down the Nancy kidnapping. Shout out to my sister Deborah Carr. Hey, shout out to my sister Tammy. Thank you for the $5 Cash App. Thank you to everybody who watched. Like, share, and subscribe. We got a goal of super chats. Give me a super chat. We got a goal of 10 super chats. That's not that many. That's 10% of 300. 10% of 3. That's 10 super chats. Let's go, everybody.
Clearly, the answer to that is yes. He had 19 minutes.
So it is logistically possible that this is the same person. Again, what we know is that the FBI and the Pima County Sheriff's Department, they are looking very closely at this video that was recorded by a Ring camera, and they are wondering if it is indeed the same person who was at Nancy's house.
And let me just say,
we don't know at this point that it is.
We don't know that it is.
Right.
But let me just say that they have had huge problems finding a vehicle that the kidnapper drove up to Nancy's house in and left in. They have not been able to find it, we're told. In fact, they're going to make a plea to neighbors for the month before.
The entire month of January.
If anybody saw anything in the area, if they have video of anything, that they should submit it to the sheriff's department if it looks at all suspicious. So they were having trouble with that. Here's why I think this is really interesting. Whatever car he arrived in, you can now check for 5 miles to see if you can find that car, what direction it was going in. Did it go to Nancy's house?
Is this the same guy? Is this video you're watching? This is more receipts for my argument. Is this the same guy, or is he part of a crew? Because you know what? Did you hear what Harvey said? We can't find the car. He's not driving. Have you guys seen the TikTok videos? Somebody's driving as they follow the FedEx car to know what house to rob. One person's driving and the other person jumps out and goes steal the package. Do y'all remember that video? Not even to be funny. Do y'all remember the video where the guy is driving, the girl jumps out to steal the package, and then someone comes out, and then the guy leaves the girl? Remember, she tries to get back in the car, and the guy leaves the girl? So this guy right here is not driving the car, Harvey. That's not how they do it. There's a driver, and there's somebody who jumps out and steals the packages, Harvey. So if there's a car, this guy's not the driver. Y'all caught that?
Toward Nancy's house, and that's going to be a really big clue if they can find something like that.
And keep in mind, even if this video, which was posted, according to a ex-user, was posted on the Ring neighborhood app, even if that was the only bit of video that showed up on the neighborhood app, again, the law enforcement can go to Ring just as they did with All Suspicious. So they were having.
So we got that video. Now remember, look at that video, look at this video, and now look at this video with my theory. And what I said earlier is look at the way motorly they move. The motions of each individual. Look how they move. This is a video, because remember what I said. I said this is a crew of individuals who steal from this neighborhood successfully, and they have a modus operandi to the way they commit their crimes. Criminals do things the same way. If they get away, they do it the same way, the same time. That's how cops catch them. Because criminals, and people always say, well, why you kept doing the same thing the same way? Because that's how criminals work. If it works, they will come back again at 2 o'clock in the morning and steal again. This is a video of 5 days before the kidnapping. Now check this out, y'all. We got video of 15 minutes before the kidnapping. This video is 15 minutes before the kidnapping. Somebody stealing in that neighborhood like it's a supermarket. And then this is a video 5 days before the kidnapping. Somebody doing the same exact shit. And not only that, we got video of the night, and the guy seems to move and know that, like, this is what they know. Like this is a master plan community. I'm glad I'm not a criminal anymore, because the FBI, they would be able to get me. I'm glad God blessed me with a successful YouTube channel. So this is a master plan community, right? They know where the Ring cameras are. I know that by doing my simple research that I've done today. All of the criminals, they're not the same people. That's why I say it's a crew, and they all move the same because they all are part of the same crew. They stole the same backpacks from Walmart, and they all know where the cameras are. Now watch this guy, a total different guy, 5 days before the kidnapping. Look how he moves. He's on the porch, same time of day, you guys. It's just 5 days prior. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. He's on the Ring camera. Look how he's moving, because he knows where the camera is. Ain't that some shit? He knows where the camera is. Now look at this motherfucker. They all are part of the same crew. This ain't his house. He is so bold, he just don't give a fuck. He trying to break in a house at 2 o'clock in the morning. He couldn't get in, so he gonna go to the next house. They know where the cameras are. They know where the cameras are, right? They know where the cameras are. They all move the same. Look how he moved. Look how he come in the door. You see how he came in the door? And then he know where the camera is. He knew where the camera was. This was not his first time at the house. No one else is saying this to you the way I'm saying it to you. No one else is saying this to you the way I'm saying it to you. Look at both videos. This is not the first time he's at the house. Now look at this other video. People might think I'm being mean, I'm being biased. I'm not. They are all of the same ethnic background, the same height and size. They are all similar. That's why Carlos got arrested. Look at this guy. He's moving his back to the camera because he knows where the camera is. He stole. He's done this before. Everybody is stealing from this neighborhood. Do you guys understand what I'm putting out? Everybody steals from this neighborhood. Everybody gets away with it. Everybody knows how to do it. Y'all hear me? Everybody steals from this neighborhood. Everybody knows how to do it. Everybody gets away with it. Here's another guy doing the same thing, right? And let's look at the video. Show the video. Show the video. Oh, this is the guy that night. Doesn't he look? Isn't he moving? Right? If you look, let me get it right there. These guys all know each other. They all know each other. This is not his house. He's trying to break in. He can't get in. Now look at this guy. Look at how he move. Look how he move. And look how this guy move. Look how he move. I'm not saying it's the same guy. I'm not saying it's the same guy. I'm saying it's a crew of criminals that are working this neighborhood. Now, what you need to understand is not one person kidnapped this woman. That the first person that came up. So yeah, this guy is by himself, but I don't believe he did it by himself. I believe he had help. I believe it's more than one kidnapper, which is why we got the information that we got about the letters. Do you guys see what I'm putting together? This is the night of the kidnapping. Right now, we're watching the kidnapper. That's the kidnapper. That's the kidnapper. Right now, you're watching the kidnapper. Let me show you. This is the kidnapper. This is the kidnapper. This is the night. This is the kidnapper. This is the person who takes Nancy. He knows where the camera is. Look how he moves. You see how he has his back to the camera? Just like this guy. Just like this guy. Look at this. It's almost the same. The way he's looking back at the camera is almost the same way he looks back at the camera. Right? It's almost the same way he looks back at the camera. You can't miss these. You can't miss these. Same backpack, same movements. But even more than that, is it the guy from a week ago? Here he comes. You see how he comes in? You see how he comes in? Let's look at him. He knows where the camera is. He knows where the camera is, blocks the camera, and then he looks just like this guy from a week ago. He's blocking the camera. They all know where the camera. Look how he moved. Look. Same as this guy. Same as this guy. They all seem to go at the camera the same way. They all seem to go at the camera the same way. So I believe Carlos was arrested because he knows these guys. I believe Carlos' house was raided because they wanted to know if Carlos had an Ozark Trail backpack or coat or identifiers that he was a member of this crew. You could be related to them. You could know them. Carlos knows something. Look at him. Carlos knows something. Carlos knows these guys. Do you guys understand what's going on here? This is not a one-person thing. This is a crew, and Carlos is not fucking innocent. You fucking liar. You know what the fuck is going on. For all we know, you could be the motherfucker asking for the Bitcoin. You could be the motherfucker asking for the Bitcoin. Huh? He could be the motherfucker asking for the Bitcoin. And just to remind everybody about the Bitcoin, about where we are with the ransom.
TMZ has obtained a second email from the man who claims to know the identity of Nancy Guthrie's kidnapper. We told you yesterday that this man sent us an email saying that he will reveal the name if he gets 1 Bitcoin. We checked the account all day. He did not receive anything. The account is bare. So this morning, just after 8 a.m. Pacific time, he sent us this other email complaining that he is not being taken seriously. He says that he wants the Bitcoin, which is worth around $67,000, for several reasons. Number one, he says by coming forward, he will become a, as he puts it, a national rat. He also says, and this is a quote, he doesn't want to be, quote, incriminated like that guy Carlos. Remember, Carlos is the delivery man who was taken into custody a couple of days.
He don't want to be incriminated. I don't want to be incriminated like Carlos. What? Everybody not stupid, right? Everybody not stupid, Carlos. Even the motherfucking kidnappers. Everybody not stupid, Carlos. Even the motherfucking kidnappers know Carlos is incriminated. Fuck. Fuck. Look at Carlos. Look at, he look like Cash Patel, bro. He could be Mexican, he could be Indian, he could be Al Shaban. Daddy, look at this one. Let's listen to Carlos. I love this. Is the best interview of today. Shout out. The kidnapper said, I don't want to be incriminated like fucking Carlos.
That's all I can say. I have nothing to do with this.
Were you shocked when?
Yeah, I was.
Tell me.
Come on, like, what do you expect me to do? ¿Cómo quiere que reaccione cuando algo pasa así? Pero yo no sé qué está pasando. Me agarraron como si fuera un criminal. Me secuestraron. They held me against my will. They didn't even read me my rights until 2 hours later. Okay? You know, mira, my wrist is all swollen.
From
the handcuffs. Like,
and did you have any idea
No,
that this was about? Do you know who Nancy Guthrie
No.
is?
That's the problem. No, I don't know anything.
You were like, where is this coming from?
How did they come up on you?
I don't know.
Like, what, were you just driving around?
Yeah, working.
Yeah, they said you're delivering DoorDash?
GLS.
Oh,
How'd they pull up on you? Like,
Nah, I pulled up on them.
Yeah.
You know you done fucked up, don't you? You know you done fucked up, don't you?
Following me. Yeah, they were following me. Marana. This is Santa Cruz County, and Marana was down here. It's like, come on, 2 and 2.
You know you done fucked up, don't you? You know you done fucked up, don't you?
and so then when they came up on you, what did they say? Like, what did they say?
Nothing. Literally nothing. They just told me, stop moving. Like, what's your name? Carlos. That's it. They put me in the cop car.
Carlos.
I gotta wait like 2 hours. I waited like 2 hours until the detectives.
So they put him in the cop car for 2 hours. Everybody listening? He pulled them over because he thought they were ICE. They put him in the cop car for 2 hours. But listen, if you listen, he's going to talk about them raiding his home. Anybody in the chat work for police or law enforcement? How the fuck did they go from putting you in the car for 2 hours, Carlos, to then raiding your home? That's not how police work. Everybody, please listen. Carlos said they kidnapped him, but then he said he pulled them over because he said Miranda. And then Carlos is going to tell us that he was in the car for 2 hours. Then Carlos is going to tell us that they broke his door in his garage. Can anybody explain to me how and why they went into his house?
Yeah, and everything.
Oh my God.
Well, when they finally told you this had to do with some kidnapping, like, what were you thinking?
What the am I doing here? I didn't do anything. To be honest, like, I'm innocent.
And you don't even know who the lady is. Do you know who Savannah Guthrie is?
No.
Nothing.
I don't follow the news.
Right.
I don't watch.
You don't watch the.
No. She didn't ask you if you watched the news, Carlos. You know you didn't fucked up, Carlos. She asked you, did you know who Savannah Guthrie is? Why would Carlos say I don't watch the news if you don't fucking know who she is and if you don't fucking watch the news, Carlos? Thank you, Carlos. We love you, second English language learners, motherfuckers. We just love you so much. Thank you, Carlos. You just told on yourself. She didn't ask you if you watch the news, Carlos. She asked you, do you know who Savannah Guthrie is? Carlos says, I don't watch the news because he knows who the fuck she is and he watches the motherfucking news.
Savannah Guthrie is?
No.
Nothing.
I don't follow the news.
Right.
Got him. Got him. One more time.
I'm innocent.
And you don't even know who the lady is? Do you know who Savannah Guthrie is?
No.
Nothing.
I don't follow the news.
Right.
Got him. Do you even know who Savannah Guthrie is? No, I don't follow the news. Motherfucker, we didn't tell you she was on the news. You know you done fucked up, don't you? We did not tell you she was on the news. Oh, shit. We did not tell you that. You know what I'm saying?
I don't watch.
You don't watch the Today Show?
No.
So this was a complete shock.
It was.
What kind of questions were they asking you?
Nothing. They didn't ask me no questions.
So they just said,
nothing. They
so
just sat me
took
in the car. They investigated my car and this man, and that's it. They didn't ask me no questions, no nothing.
Did you get the other car back? Or they still have it?
No, it's right there.
Oh, they gave it back to you. So
Yeah, it's like.
and they said you can go home?
Yeah.
And how did they treat like the people you were with, your girl, your child?
I don't want to speak
Yeah,
about
not
that.
understood. Yeah.
How's your family?
They said you could go home. Is everybody listening? They put me in the car for 2 hours. They said you could go home. Now listen, everybody.
They
Well, they're all
scared
in
everybody. I was gonna say they scared everybody, huh?
Yeah, they're all in shock right now.
Wow.
Did they damage the house? Yeah.
What did they do to the
They
house?
broke the doors. What else, man? The garage door in the back.
So you know what we can extrapolate from this video? Nothing he said is fucking believable. We learned nothing from this video. The only thing we got to take away from this video is that he is familiar with the neighborhood and he has parents who live in Tucson. That means he could have and he could know who did it. But other than that, everything he put in this video is a fucking lie. We didn't get shit from Carlos. If you break down the video the way I broke it down, everything he said was a fucking lie. How and why did they break down Carlos's door and break down his garage? Why would they not read him his rights for 2 hours? He said they sat him in the car for 2 hours. He said he was kidnapped, but then he said he didn't watch the news, but he knew about ICE. When asked about Savannah, he said he didn't want. Are you guys listening to what the fuck I heard? He didn't do shit but lie this entire fucking time. It's W chat, because somebody in my chat said, how the fuck does he get let go? Somebody in my chat said, how the fuck does he get let go? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why they let him go home. They let him go home.
So what are you gonna do now?
I'll try to clear my name. I didn't do anything.
Well, this is one of them.
I mean, I hope they get the suspect, because I'm not it. They better do their job and find the suspect that did it so they can clear my name. I'm done. Look at what I'm putting my family through.
You're on national news now.
Not just them. Even my parents in Tucson. Yeah.
Not just that, even my parents in Tucson. You mean the same Tucson where Nancy was kidnapped from, Carla? Not just that, my parents in Tucson. Oh, you mean the same Tucson where Nancy was kidnapped, Carlos? Is that what you're telling us? That's what you're telling us, right, Carlos?
For any payments, what are you seeing?
So about 12 minutes ago, we saw activity in that account.
Activity like what?
That's what I can't talk about. There are reasons I can't, but all I can say is there is now activity in that Bitcoin account.
Okay, now let me just ask one more question and you'll share with me what you can. But when you say activity, is that you can see money is going into the account, or are you able to tell whether it's money going in or going out?
Well, it would only show, as I understand this, money going in. And the only thing you would see is money. And Aaron, that's all I can say.
Okay, all right. So obviously that's crucial information. So you're saying about 12 minutes ago, so you actually saw money go into that Bitcoin account. And just to be clear, this is the Bitcoin account in the first letter where the individual had said, you're not going to hear from me again. And this is where to wire what the second letter made clear after last night would have been $6 million.
Yeah, yesterday I said to you that I didn't know whether that second letter may have contained a different Bitcoin address. I don't think it did now, because I can tell you that the link we have from the first letter is what we've been checking. And again, all I can say is, as of a few minutes ago, for the first time we saw.
So what I'm reporting to you is that the kidnapper or someone who knows the kidnapper and knows where Nancy is communicating directly with TMZ. They have communicated with TMZ twice now by email, via email. They have requested a Bitcoin. I played the video that when we started our broadcast, Harvey said no money had been deposited in that account. I am playing for you brand new video. I just played for you a brand new video. Harvey now has changed that, and he's updating his reporting to reflect the fact that someone now has deposited monies into the account. Harvey Levine has updated that information to say someone has deposited money into the account. We don't know. I'm checking right now if there's any other new information, but that's the newest information I got, that they actually have deposited digital currency into the Bitcoin account. Harvey Levine is reporting that money has been deposited, that there's activity in the Bitcoin account of the people asking for a ransom. This is a video here. People are upset. A lot of people are doing some research on this video. Remember, in my description, I got hotline and link information if you have any clues. A lot of people doing the research are upset at the fact that the day after the kidnapping, pool cleaners were allowed at Nancy's home to clean the pool. This is video of the pool cleaners, and I think this is like independent media. Someone secretly videotaped it. Put a 1 in the chat if you think it's suspicious that they were allowed in the house to clean the pool. Somebody put in my chat that they don't think that she's still with us. Put a 1 in the chat if you think it's suspicious that they were allowed in the home to clean the pool one day. Now, keep in mind, do you think it's suspicious that pool cleaners were allowed? Now, keep in mind, the federal government, the sheriff, has not been open and worked with the FBI. Typically, FBI runs all kidnapping. In any familiar cases we know, high-profile kidnapping cases, the FBI come in. Kidnapping is a federal charge, right? It's going to be charged federally anyway because it's kidnapping. The sheriff is not working with the federal government. So it's not funny. It's not funny, but this is our reality because Trump is president. The people who clean the fucking pool have more access than the FBI. The people who clean the fucking pool have more access than the FBI. I don't know, man. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about it, man. Y'all tell me, man, how y'all feel about this, man. The people who clean the pool have more access. Pool service workers at Nancy Guthrie's home and they were escorted to the backyard. 2 Pima County deputies. Not sure how I feel about this, considering we were told workers would be DNA tested, and those results are still pending at a lab in Florida. Huh? Pima County deputies, not FBI, who should be in charge of this investigation. You think they would want to cover up the fact that they have not done their job in this neighborhood and all this crime? You think the local officials would have a reason to cover up the fact that they haven't been doing their job in this neighborhood with all this crime? Huh? What y'all think? What y'all think? I think so. I think so. I think there's more to this. So somebody earlier was saying about the glove. So let's look at this DNA evidence in analysis as desperate search for Nancy Guthrie nears 2 weeks. We're at day 13. Double tap hit the like button. They tested the glove. I guess there was a glove. You guys may have briefly heard about the glove earlier when I reported. So I guess there's a glove. And they tested. And I don't know if we have. I don't know if we have any DNA. I don't know if we have any DNA from the glove, but they're testing the glove for DNA. And remember, there was blood. At the scene. There was blood. So I don't know.
To begin with new developments in the apparent abduction of Nancy Guthrie, the FBI is sharing new details about the suspect. The person seen in images and video from Guthrie's doorbell camera, now described as 5'9" to 5'10" with an average build. He was seen in the video wearing a black backpack like this one. Authorities hope these new descriptions will help narrow the thousands of tips they've received from the public. The FBI also increased the reward for information that helps find Guthrie or leads to an arrest or conviction from $50,000 to $100,000. Investigators are also asking neighbors to submit any footage they may have from the days and weeks leading up to Guthrie's disappearance. Meanwhile, Today's Show host Savannah Guthrie shared some home video and photos on a social media post as a tribute to her missing mother, writing that the family will, quote, never give up on her.
Sad brothers and sisters, man. Pray for them, man. Pray for them. Let's see. Some progress. Pima County Sheriff Chris Nano said investigators have over 30,000 tips in the Nancy Guthrie investigation. Someone out there knows who that man is. He said DNA being tested. Investigators found DNA at Guthrie's Arizona property that doesn't belong to her or those close to her. Officials said is being tested along with several gloves found as far as 10 miles away from the residence. Hunt for evidence. People living within a 2 mile of Guthrie home have been asked to submit any surveillance footage from about a month before. Authorities believe the mother of Today host Savannah Guthrie was abducted for February 1st. The FBI has doubled its reward to $100,000. Details on suspect emerged. The FBI described the suspect seen in the doorbell footage as 5'9", 5'10" tall male with an average build, wearing an Ozark Trail Hiker backpack. And we see multiple people with that backpack. So that's where we at with it. Double tap, hit the like button, everybody. Like, share, and subscribe. What y'all think? What y'all think, man? where we at with it? We the orange men today. Where we at with it, you guys? How y'all feel? Is she coming home? Is she coming home safe, man? Is she coming home safe, man? That's where we at. Is she coming home safe, man? We need to know, man. Put a 1 in the chat. Do you think she gonna come home? Now remember, we just reported that they did have a deposit. We just reported that there is activity in the Bitcoin account. We just reported that there is activity in the Bitcoin account. So I don't know what this is about a bandmate. This was posted in the Facebook group. Hey, I have some insight here in Tucson. My best friend's sister lives next door to one of those Thomas Scholes bandmate. The police have been present all day and we're getting updates that it's getting heavier. He's been missing for over a week. Also, I'll keep you updated as I get more. Everyone is saying the bandmate Dominic Evans did this to Nancy Guthrie might not be crazy. But I don't know about the bandmate. What's that, right? What's about the bandmate? So somebody else got kidnapped. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I was talking about earlier. When I said that the kidnappings have become criminals are more brazen, it's a different type of criminal. You know what I'm saying? Guthrie, ABC News, Fox Digital, no other information was immediately available. In addition, nearby Oro Valley Police Department confirmed it was working with Prima County Sheriff Department on an operation through a police spokesman would not specify what it was. Connection with Guthrie. It's clearly him. I can't believe this is even a conversation. It's not funny. It's not funny, but I already figured it out. So I guess there's a group in a band of people. There's a group or a band. Didn't I say it was a group of individuals? Didn't I say this is a crew? I didn't know nothing about this band shit. This was posted. Hey, I have some insight here in Tucson. My best friend's sister lives next door to one of the Thomas Scholes bandmate. The police have been present all day, and we're getting updates that it's getting heavier. He's been missing over a week also. So come on, y'all. Y'all get in the chat. What's up with the let's get into it, y'all. What's going on? 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 I'm gonna do some research. Y'all tell me in the chat. Y'all be ahead of me, so y'all be I'm looking it up now. Y'all hear me typing. So I want to know, the query appears to refer Nancy Guthrie's son-in-law, who is married to, the query appears to refer to Tomaso Connie, often spelled Tomaso, or a similar variation like Tomasco, in online discussion, who is Nancy Guthrie's son-in-law. Ooh, this is getting deep, you guys. He is married to her daughter, Annie Guthrie. Okay, Savannah's sister. Holy fucking shit. Holy fucking shit. What is going on? We done found some shit, y'all. Oh, man. Oh, man. Okay. Let's get into it. So, this is Nancy's son-in-law, who is married to her daughter, Annie Guthrie, Savannah's sister. Thomas Skoll was reportedly the last person to see Nancy alive. He drove her home after a family dinner and confirmed she was safely inside. The bandmate connection is to Dominic Evans, full name often cited as Dominic Aaron Lee Evans, a longtime friend and bandmate of Thomas. They co-founded the Tucson-based rock band Early Black in 2007, where Thomas played bass, vocals, and Dominic played drums, along with guitarist Walter. Online speculation, heavy on social media, including X and Twitter, has linked Dominic Evans to the case due to newly released FBI/Pima County Sheriff CCTV footage showing a masked individual described as having a mustache, goatee, athletic build near Nancy's home, with some users claim matches Dominic's appearance. His close friendship and band history with Thomas leading to theories that he could be involved or that investigators should examine Thomas in a circle. Unsubstantiated claims about Dominic past, e.g. alleged criminal history like burglary in Pima County. Would you believe that? Though these remain unconfirmed by authorities. Not official suspects, persons of interest, or charges have been named by Pima County Sheriff's Office, FBI, or authorities. Somebody earlier said Carlos Smollett earlier. Speculation about Thomas being a prime suspect, his home being blockaded, or direct involvement has been debunked or denied by law enforcement sources. Claims about Dominic evidence being summoned for questioning are definitely matching the footage, are viral rumors without official confirmation. Fact checks emphasize these are unverified social media theories. The case remains active with FBI involved, ongoing searches. Authorities have stated no continued communication with the suspect kidnappers and no identified suspect at the time. All connections beyond the known family tie and son-in-law and band history with Dominic stem from online conjecture rather than confirmed evidence. Y'all got it here first. Still, it's juicy. It's juicy. Because typically in crimes like this, it's someone familiar. I started off saying that in the beginning. It's someone that knows them. They had, because they just said earlier in the video, where did they get the phone number? It's someone who knows kidnapping, because they've been successfully hiding this woman for 13 days. It's someone who knows kidnapping. That's why these are real criminals. And it's someone who knows them. Straight up. And I believe what we're going to find out is that if these people are not the people, they're involved and they hired somebody, they hired the crew that's running this neighborhood. So if I'm FBI and I'm investigating, the first thing I do is I find out which crew is running this neighborhood. I want to know what crew is running this neighborhood. Who's the boss? We're in Tucson, Arizona. I don't care. There is somebody over here running this neighborhood and knows the criminals in this area, because there is a group of criminals who are operating in this area. That means there's a hierarchy. If you understand how this shit works, I already said they all know each other. Those backpacks, those Ozark Walmart backpacks, they stole them from Walmart. They didn't buy those backpacks that came from Walmart. This crew of thieves, that's how they gonna get caught. If anybody on Cash Patel's crew is got half the brain I got, just go back to the Walmart video. Go back to the local Walmart and find out who been stealing these backpacks. Because what they do is they find out what's a good backpack to steal. Do you understand what I mean? What's a good backpack that's going to hold a bunch of stuff that I've stolen and it won't break when I run away? So the criminals This is how crime. I'm sorry I gotta reveal this shit because it makes me look like a piece of shit. The criminals know about these backpacks. Hey, bro, I just got out. I gotta get me some money. What we gonna do? Oh, tonight we gonna go into that neighborhood with the old rich white people and go steal. First thing you gotta go do is go to Walmart and steal you a Ozark backpack. Y'all hear me? Yo, bro, I just got out. I need some money, man. What we gonna do? What we gonna do tonight at 2 a.m. is we gonna go over to this neighborhood. It's full of old rich white people. They be leaving TVs on the porch. They be leaving money on the porch. We gonna go over there. My homie been going over there every night. He leave with 2 backpacks full every night. He leave with 2 backpacks full every night. Let's do it. I need some money. I just got out. It's nothing, brother. First things first. Go to Walmart. Steal you a Ozark backpack. First things first. Go to Walmart. Steal you a Ozark backpack. Why Ozark, homie? That's the one. We're going to be stealing all night. You need a backpack that's going to have enough room and it won't break. Walmart down the street got these gray Ozark backpacks with reflector. That's what everybody getting, homie. Go get you 2 of them backpacks. Meet me back here tonight at midnight. We gonna go into the neighborhood with the old white people and steal all night long. Y'all don't hear me though, but you don't hear me though. But you don't hear me though. I said, I just got out. I need some money. Homie, tonight we go into the neighborhood and steal off the porches of the rich old white people. I'm going with you. First thing you got to do, go to Walmart and steal you a Ozark backpack. Meet me back here tonight. FBI, if you're listening, go to Walmart. Local police, if you're listening, go to the closest Walmart to that neighborhood. Ask the manager. Ask the what's it called? The people who be watching the people who be stealing and shop stealing and shit. Loss prevention. What's up with these Ozark backpacks? Are they buying them or are they stealing them? Where the backpacks at? Who been stealing the backpacks? Oh man, this must be a good FBI agent. Yeah, they come in and they take the backpacks. If you go look at all of the criminals and the homeless, they all got this backpack. Why do they pick this backpack? It's a good backpack to steal. Hello? Why do they all got this backpack? It's a good backpack to steal. I'm doing my best to help this woman come home. I'm doing my best to help this woman come home. I agree. They got to know who this crew is. That's why the sheriff don't want to work with the FBI. I believe the sheriff is not working with the FBI because they do not want to be exposed. They know who this crew is. We're going to be watching this story, y'all. I just want to lay a foundation. I'm going to come back. We're going to talk more. We still do our Trump news. We still do our political conversations every day. You know, if you're a new subscriber, I still do my political, but we're going to talk about some legal cases also. We're going to get into some of these legal cases. And this is one of them we're going to be discussing. We're going to follow this case. We're going to make sure she come home, and we're going to follow the prosecution. So you can look for coverage on the Nancy Guthrie case along with my everyday political and geopolitical discussion and debate. I'm new here. You are so right. I'm 55 from Massachusetts. Shout out to you. Thank you for watching. Hit the like, share, and subscribe. Go ahead if you feel so inclined to hit the Cash App or hit the Super Chat. I got a goal of 10 Super Chats tonight. When you subscribe, you're going to get a plus sign. When you hit the plus sign, you're going to be able to be a member. I like that. I got a joke that I tell. I say, you could become a member of my channel or you can feed a starving Somalian. You know the old commercials? You could feed a starving African for 10 cents a day. You could feed a starving Somalian for 10 cents a day. Well, since they motherfucking fraud 19 billion, they don't need your 10 cents. I need your 10 cents. They are frauding $19 billion, $700 million through the Minnesota airport. So you can either support Somalian fraud or you can support me by becoming a member of the channel for $5 a month. $5 a fucking month, 10 cents a day. You can support my channel, become a member of my channel for $5 a month, or you can support starving fucking Somalians who's frauding the system. Yeah, I think it's funny too. Because people act like they so fucking cheap. They don't want to support. I ain't got one super chat. Double tap at the like button. I ain't got one super chat. Got a goal of 10 super chats. 10 super chats, not a lot. Hit the super chat, y'all. Donate and support the channel. Hit the plus sign, become a member. Hit the Cash App, $ Big D Rents. $5 a month. Support the channel, become a member. When you subscribe, hit the plus sign, become a member. $5 a month. It's not a lot of money, and it's worth it. You become a member on a lot of channels that don't provide information, entertainment. I'm an informative entertainment news and political channel. We give out information, we react to the news, and we do it in an entertaining way. It's worth your money, man. It's the bang for the buck, man. You're getting your bang for your buck over here. So double tap, hit the like button, hit the subscribe. When you subscribe, you're going to get the plus sign. Hit the plus sign. Choose your membership. There's different levels. Old timers, perfect timers. Some of you sometimey ass motherfuckers, you know, sometime. I want to be your fair weather friend. I'll be there to the end. Sometime. You could be a perfect timer, an old timer. Hey, baby. How you doing? How you feeling? I love you. I'm done. You want to say goodbye? Okay. Bye-bye. Have a good day, guys. See you. If I get 1,000 likes, I'll do a show this weekend. You know, they do the political news on the weekend. If not, I'll see y'all Monday through Friday, 1 p.m. Trump news. I love you. God bless America. God bless the president.